This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening from Noble, Oklahoma, site of the Noble Bears and site of a district showdown that the winner advances to playoffs next week, and the loser will pack it up and get ready for basketball season. I know that's what's in front of us with two teams that are 5-4. They could easily be 5-5. Macarthur's story. You could easily be changed, and it sits out in front of you. But that's in the rear view window and the mirror, and you're going to have to just go forward. And what does that mean? Well, you're in playoff mode right now. I mean, because playoffs, you win, you keep going, and if you lose, your season's over. So it really starts this week for the Macarthur Highlanders that are fighting for the fourth position. Midwest City and Elgin will play tomorrow. They're probably the only game in the region that I know of that's going to be playing on Friday outside of Eisenhower. They will be playing a Friday matchup because Lawton High is at home for their Thursday home senior night. Eisenhower will do the same thing tomorrow at Cameron Stadium, but that Elgin Midwest City game will decide the district. El Reno is in third, and then Noble and the Macarthur Highlanders fighting for that fourth position. And then after that is finished, it's pretty much set in order. On the other side of the district, the Carl Albert Titans will finish first, even though they play Piedmont tonight. Win or lose, they're still in the first place position, and Carl Albert will be hosting one of these two teams, so they'll be looking for a score on that. So Jay is out of town and filling in with us for a second time since the Ardmore game. Grade Buehling, who's also a teacher in the ninth grade English department there for the Macarthur Highlanders. And Coach is going to talk about missed opportunities. We're going to talk about we can't worry about the woulda, coulda, shouldas. You were down at the field. You said the atmosphere was, you can either ask, well, are their heads down? Are they ready to pack it up? Or are they ready for a fight of their life?
Well, I talked to the coaches before the game, before we went live. They're excited. I know they're locked in. They're ready to go. They know they've been here before. And the coaches have been here before. The players, some of them have been here. But this is it for a lot of the guys, potentially. If Macarthur doesn't get a win tonight, the season's over. But that's not what they're thinking. The players are locked in. I talked to some of the guys at school today. I know they're ready to go. They're ready to play. And it's Thursday night football in Oklahoma. Got to get excited for it.
Yeah, so, basically it's what you come to expect in a Week 10. There is a lot of games. In fact, when they started making the changes for the weather on Saturday and Sunday, everybody was worried about tomorrow's forecast. A lot of games, and it was a dominoes effect. Once everybody started to move to a Thursday, everybody practically jumped on board. And so of our 11 schools on the network, 8 are in action tonight. And I mentioned Eisenhower, of course, because they share with Lawton High, and Lawton High is a home game tonight. There will be at Cameron Stadium tomorrow, and Midwest City and Elgin to decide the district in Elgin for their senior night will be tomorrow, Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing that in person. I'll go up I-44 there from Lawton and catch that as well. A lot to talk about. We've got the coach, his comments, and we've got our keys to the game, and, of course, coin toss and getting ready for kickoff. Countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Coast Technology Group. All season long, from IT to security, setups to audio, video, set up your home business, school, or church. Contact the experts at Coast Technology Group, 580-357-4482, or visit them online at coastaudiovideo.com. Your countdown to kickoff continues with keys to the game coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law. District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Welcome back to Noble Stadium, where the Noble Bears senior night. It's a very special night when you have your seniors. I noticed Coach was giving them all a hug because, that's a lot of them 4 years of their life together and their sweat together, and they can honor this moment with their parents' senior night. I remember my senior night. I'm sure you do as well. A special tribute as the parents get honored as well, and it's across the state of Oklahoma for everybody's last home games. We happen to be senior night for Noble. Last week it was our senior night against the Elgin Owls. Kind of stub your toe with back-to-back games, and we're going to talk to this about Coach, and this is kind of a history effect I got, unless it's not correct, but Tom Bell and I were thinking, when's the last time Macarthur has lost 3 games in a row? I says, gosh, man, I don't know. I mean, what do you got to think about that? 2006 was what we came up with, where they actually went on to play for a state championship and lost to Carl Albert on a freezing rain Monday. I remember that, but they lost their first 3 non-district games. Arkansas, an out-of-state venue, then Lawton High and Eisenhower, and then they ran the table and got themselves into the state championship run. So it's been done before, and Coach will talk a little bit about when his brother played and what that team was able to do. So I'll save that for the Coach's show. But let's give you your keys to the game. It's brought to you by Krista Miller CPA. Tax season is right around the corner. It's right here before you know it. Contact her team today about tax questions, business tax setup, and so much more. Call 580-581-0970. That's 580-581-0970. Graydon, we'll start with you and your keys to the game for the Macarthur Highlanders in a win tonight.
Well, on the defensive side of the football, we really want to stay on top of their top receiver, number 1, Brandon Harper, I believe. That's his name. He's fast. He's physical. He wants to get up and go. And Fisher's going to be able to find him all night. Colin Fisher, quarterback for Noble. We know what he can do. And then offensively, we really, really have to establish the run. It seems like we say that every week, UNJ, but it's the truth. You have to establish the run to set up everything else. And if Macarthur wants to be able to throw the football and get a bunch of points on the scoreboard, running the ball is going to have to be a major key.
And Noble doesn't mind being in a track finish. You know, they scored a lot of points against Ardmore in their first district game. Came down to the end. It was kind of who had the ball last. So they don't mind being a track race and a track meet of up and down the field. We've seen that before, especially like you said, mentioning senior Colin Fisher, 6'3", 205, committed to Arkansas to play baseball. He's a southpaw, and we saw him for 3 years, just like our 3-year starter, as well for quarterbacks. So it's basically if you can contain the quarterback, limit their options as far as getting them off the field, and we'll throw the other one in there, which is always the case, is turnovers. Coach will talk about red zone opportunity, and they've got to stop that because El Reno game, you could come down to unfinished business in the red zone. Same thing with Elgin. You settle for a couple of field goals, you miss one at the 1, and a pile up where you couldn't get your points. So basically that all adds up. And so your keys to the game brought to you by Krista Miller CPA. Give her a call, 580-581-0970. Tax season is right around the corner, so get with her and her team today. A 5-4 Macarthur Highlanders, 5-4 Noble Bears. We've got coaches' comments coming up next as you're continuing with the Coast Technology Group Countdown to Kickoff right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
You deserve the best, and the Billingsley family of dealerships has delivered award-winning service since 1963. View our inventory when it's convenient for you at BillingsleyFord.com. That's the Billingsley way. Score big at Billingsley Hyundai. Experience the all-new 2023 Hyundai Palisade. This upscale SUV seats 8 and packs a powerful V6 to get you on your journey. Get yours today at Billingsley Hyundai. That's the Billingsley way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Week 10 inside the locker room of the Macarthur Highlanders. And, Coach, first things first, a heartbreaking loss. It's kind of one of those, if you're a high school fan of watching a close game to the end, then it was a thrill. But for us, it was one to the heart right there at that last second.
Yeah, I was proud of our kids. I thought they played really hard, played really intense. It was a fun game. Both teams did a great job effort-wise. It's just one of those deals that for the second week in a row, I feel like we just missed a ton of opportunities and really had a chance to take over the game and build a big lead, and we didn't get it done. And our struggles in the red zone offensively have been a major issue these last 2 weeks. And for whatever reason, whether it be a one missed block or a penalty or a bad path by the running back or whatever it is, we've just kind of stopped ourselves in the red zone, and it's very frustrating feeling like we're the better team the last couple weeks, and because of our own mistakes, have 2 losses.
On the bright side, actually, when you were stopped, got some field goals out of it, something that we hadn't really seen regularly throughout this season.
Yeah, it's good to put points on the board, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, but of course we want touchdowns.
How would you describe this year? I mean, looking back, as this is the 10th week, and the ebbs and flows, the differences of it. How best would you kind of put this year into perspective?
We started off really good. We got beat by Lawton High in week 2 or week 3, but we had had a lot of offense, a lot of points, and just we're doing a good job defensively, and started off 5-1, and these last 3 weeks have been a really big letdown for us. And it's tough as coaches. We're trying to figure out what can get us back on the right track, and it's kind of been a tale of 2 seasons. With in the first part we were really good, and then in the second part we really struggled.
Well, this is kind of an interesting thing, and I was talking with Tom Bell. He kind of gave me the history of it because I was just trying to think, when's the last time Macarthur has lost 3 games in a row? And so he had to think about it a second. He said, I think I do remember 2006. That was 16 years ago. You actually lost the first 3 non-district games with Arkansas, an opponent out of state, the 2 inner-city schools, and then you ran the table, then went into the state championship game against Carl Albert. Something that you can say, well, you can rebound from this. So the mindset of the team, people are going to say, well, are they going to fold it up? They're going to say, okay, well, this game is pivotal. When you're in, it's not like you're just playing for pride. There is a lot on the line. So what is the team's mindset coming into tonight's matchup?
It's pretty good. This group is, they've had a great off season in spring ball and everything. They're a very good practice team, and they've got good attitudes. There hasn't really been a whole lot of negative talk, and that's I tell them that we got a choice. You can get your head down, and you can say well, let's just get this season over with, or you can fight and try to make the best of it, and I think that's what we're doing. I've reminded them of a couple of different things. One being my brother's junior year, the year after we left. Macarthur kind of struggled a little bit, like we've done this year, and went into the playoffs as the 4th seed, which is what we're trying to get tonight. And upset the number 1 from the other side, and then end up winning the next round too, and end up in the semifinals. So it can be salvaged, and we're going to work hard and try to get that done.
Remember Carl Albert the same way. They came in as a 4th seed, ran the table, and won a state title. So I know the kids don't know that history, but they have to understand and believe in that. X's and O's breakdown. What do we need to do for this incredible win to get into the playoffs to beat Noble tonight?
Noble's a good team. They're especially a good offensive team. Their quarterback's a 3-year starter. They've got a couple of really good receivers, and they're very, very explosive offensively. So we're going to have to do a good job of lining up to all of their formations and stopping their really good receiver from having one of those 200-yard games like he's done several times this year. And try to put pressure on the quarterback and tackle him when we get to him. They're a very, very good offense, so we're going to have to do our best to slow them down, and then we've got to fix our problems offensively. And the thing about our offense, we're running a ton of plays, we're racking up a ton of yards. We've had trouble when we get inside the 10 or 15 yard line, and we've got to fix that tonight.
And who has the rights of carrying out the hammer?
Alex Bryce, we could give it to him every week. He just I'm not sure what the record is, but I know he's been on pace to maybe break the single season tackle record, and he just I think his minimum this year was 10 against Altus, but that's because he only played 20 plays, and he's a 17, 18, 19 tackle a game kind of guy, and very, very deserving.
Okay, on the road, winner stays in, advances into the playoffs in that 4th seed. The Noble Bears in Noble on the road. And Thursday, one last comment. Everybody switched to Thursday except for a few games across the state because of the weather scare. What's your thinking about that? I think everybody's in the same boat, but no one's thrilled about it. But
right, yeah. Didn't really want to at first. I'd rather play on Friday and have a full week of practice. But the way the weather looked, especially early in the week when we had to make the decision, you can't wait too long on these type of things. But, it was a very high chance of thunderstorms on Friday and then on Saturday too, which means, if that held true and we couldn't get it in on Friday and couldn't get it in on Saturday, that means we're playing on Monday because the OSSAA doesn't allow anybody to play on Sundays. So, if we played Monday and then won, we'd be playing, a playoff game on 3 days of rest and 3 days of preparation. And it just, when you came down to it and, give me the choice to play on Thursday or Monday, even though I didn't want to play on Thursday, Thursday was the better pick and probably the smart move.
All right, so it's football throughout the state. In fact, of our 11 teams, 8 are in action tonight across the network, so you won't want to miss that. You can kind of bounce around, but this one's a big one. On the road from the Macarthur Highlanders as our countdown to kickoff from Coast Technology Group continues right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Oh, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
All right, back here at Noble, where we have the coin toss here between these two, and the winner will advance to the playoffs. The loser will be getting ready for basketball season. Your coin toss is brought to you by Hop-N-Sack. Hop-N-Sack is proud to be locally owned since 1994. Been proud to serve our local community each and every day, providing people with the products and services they need. Whether you're looking for a convenience store or a gas station, we have what you need. Stop by Hop-N-Sack and let us show you what sets us apart from every other gas station in the area. Hop-N-Sack, just right on the corner of the Macarthur High School headquarters, your MAC headquarters, Hop-N-Sack. So the Whitecap, talking to the seniors kind of the Noble with the blue, I guess the blue pants and the.
They're camo.
They're supposed to be like a camo. I know it looks like a dirty jersey. It's just like it's a camo to celebrate kind of with Veterans Day. And by the way, first week of the playoffs, all veterans are going to be in for free on any playoff games in the state of Oklahoma. So the Macarthur Highlanders have won the coin toss and elected to receive to start off this contest. Both teams have something to fight for. It's another extended week of high school football in the great state of Oklahoma with football. Let's give you your starting lineups. It's brought to you by Tracy Green. Looking to list your home, moving in the area, or looking to upgrade or even downsize before you go anywhere else, call the 580 property lady, Tracy Green, with Tracy Green Properties, 580-284-9364. She will treat you right. Let's start off with the MAC defense. So we'll start off with the defenders that have been with us throughout these 10 weeks. Terrell Roberts, we know that we mentioned his name. Jeremy Hutchinson, of course, toting the rock, but he'll also do his part on defense. And then MJ Moe, going to set up a little bit of fill gap as far as linebacker. And then Alex Bryce, who's carrying out the hammer and may have the extended season for most tackles in a season. Mason Diaz, number 22, got to see him in the lineup, as well as Braden Brown. These are your linebackers that are going to take the middle section of the MacArthur Highlander defense. And then also on the back end, Dominic Collins, he'll also return punts and kicks. Dominic's got a small stature but a big punch. And then Mr. Palmer, wearing number 19. These are names that are familiar and synonymous with our 10 weeks of football. A.J. Vaughn playing on that one side at number 13. And then we've also got the closeout on the other end as far as corners as Xavier Booth. And we want to say that is your defensive starters, brought to you in part by Tracy Green. Call the 580 property lady today at 580-284-9364. Let's just start over with the offensive side of the ball. Three-year starter with Gage Graham, quarterback wearing number 2. And then he'll also be able to handing that ball off to Jeremy Hutchinson, who's going to tote the rock for the most part, wearing number 11. Jeremiah Jordan on the receiving core, wearing number 6 on the outside edge, along with Bo DeLong, the sophomore, wearing number 17. Then we also have Warren Gaines. Warren Gaines will try to go down deep with a stretch play from time to time, and then Mr. Kibble will also have the opportunity playing at the fullback position. On the front line, Joe Warner, sophomore, wearing number 57, followed by his 2 side guards, Kareem Ziegler, the senior, playing at guard, wearing number 68. And then from the other side, we've got Jalen Birchfield, the senior right guard, wearing number 78. Then we'll have both the tackles on both sides. You'll have Chris Fialoa, the sophomore tackle, wearing number 65. And then heading on the other side, senior, of course, Caden Tabatama. He'll be missed as that senior graduation, wearing number 75. Your starting lineups brought to you by Tracy Green, the 580 property lady, 580-284-9364. One of the best experiences you can kind of see as the Noble Bears will come out of their, and this is a unique situation as we were talking about high school situations. They have a police escort with the starters in the bus. They will be dropped off right by their inflatable tent. They'll rush out, and then, of course, they'll have fireworks to boot. So it's a great opportunity for a great high school experience.
Yeah, so this is a really cool, really interesting entrance for a high school football program. Most high schools don't have the capability to do different things like this, and it almost gives like a small college type atmosphere.
They got the fog machine. They got the pyrotechnics when that goes off, and maybe we'll see if they do, and they'll come bursting out. The seniors, here they come. The seniors for the Noble Bears, 5-4 against the 5-4 Highlanders, and there's your fireworks off in the distance. And you'd say, this is a high school football game? Yeah.
Looks like Norman on Saturday.
High school atmosphere. So we're getting a shot of the fireworks pyrotechnics to start, Thursday night football. I know, correction of Friday night. This would be Friday night under the big lights. But most of this, because of the concern for a possible weather storm tomorrow, moved all of these games today. Coast Technology Group is your countdown to kickoff, from IT to security, setting up audio, video for your home, business, school, or church. Contact them at 357-4482 or visit them online at coastaudiovideo.com. So we've got the starting lineups. We got our coin toss. The MacArthur Highlanders have won the coin toss and elected to receive, so they will start with the ball as do or die for both teams.
Yeah, and Eric, this game means a lot for both of these schools. They don't want to lose. They want to get into the playoffs. I understand this feeling. I didn't get to make it to the playoffs my senior year, but I know the want to. I know the drive. I know the energy has to be high all game, and both of these schools are ready to bring it.
All right, so getting ready for a kickoff, we're going to give you your first down or your first quarter sponsor. Lawton Firefighters Association, proudly supporting the athletes from the communities they serve. Lawton Firefighters Association, your first quarter sponsor between this matchup between the Noble Bears and the Macarthur Highlanders. Your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In since 1950. A Lawton tradition, from burgers to baskets to famous onion rings, sweet tea, and cherry limeades. Hey, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up on the far side of the 40-yard hash. Getting ready to kick this one off as the Highlanders won the coin toss and elected to take the ball. This is going to go end over end, and it's going to be fielded at the 19. Dominic Collins, and this whistle dead. And what do we have?
At the 20-yard line.
Did he step out of bounds?
Let's look at the replay here.
Okay, well, let's go back and see the instant replay. Oh, did he call for the fair catch? I don't understand the whistle. I don't understand the stoppage of play. So we'll just gear this one geared up unless that was just a call for a fair catch or that's what he thought that he called for.
Well, it did appear that a Macarthur player threw his hand up in the air, but
okay.
It wasn't
Dominic Collins, you're right.
So we're not 100% sure maybe.
Wow, what a freaky way to start a first quarter with an unexplained whistle, whether inadvertent or not, but you've punched yourself back to your own 19-yard line. Gage Graham got a man in motion. It's going to be throw out to the flats, makes one man miss at the 25 to the 30, and then gets pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark it right at the 31-yard line. So that's going to be a nice pickup on a first down carry. And it'll be about, enough for a pickup and a first down. So there you have a first down for the Highlanders and your First Baptist East instant replay, and they'll go quickly to the line. Hutchinson is going to back his way into a 5-yard gain as he turned and twisted and gets up to about the 35-yard line.
Well, that was a really good first play. Get Bo DeLong out in space, allow him to make somebody miss, does make the quarterback miss, gets a first down.
Gage Graham, another handoff. Oh, and then he's got off to the races to the 40, to the 42, and another pickup of a first down is Hutchinson carrying the rock, toting the rock, gets away from a defender at the original arm tackle and made his way for another 1st and 10. Quickly, the Highlanders wait. Stop, pops. And it's going to be a pitch and catch to Gaines over on the opposite side of the field, and that's going to be another pitch and catch for the Highlanders.
L.T. Taylor with the tackle.
And Taylor comes in on the tackle for the Noble Bears. Quickly, Highlanders again. Nice dose right up to about the 35-yard line inside Noble territory. What a great drive this has been.
And there's Diaz with his first carry of the game.
So Diaz comes in and spells. They get the rotation by running backs. And they want to make a statement quick, and they are going quick. And then dashes his way down to about the 26-yard line. And the Highlanders not going to take a breather as they go quickly to the line. Another handoff right up the middle. Hutchinson and gets all the way down to about the 21-yard line.
And Eric, that's actually Marquise Harris. That's the
Harris
third
now.
running back already in this quarter.
So rotating between the 3 stable of running backs. And the Highlanders again. Handoff, gets Harris with the miss, spin move, and then gets down to about the, we'll say the 10-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal.
And 1st and goal for the Highlanders on their opening drive, and only taking just not even 2 minutes off the clock. Fake handoff, Gage Graham, he'll roll, he'll core, touchdown Macarthur.
Stopped at the 1-yard line.
Oh, got overruled at the 1.
L.T. Taylor.
So Taylor gets the tackle, and I thought it was a touchdown for the Highlanders on the Gage Graham quarterback keep. And now we'll get a, see, I thought the corner judge called for a score, and
Well, and Eric, if you look at the replay here.
False start.
They're going to be second down.
Second down.
He does score. He rolls on top of the defender, but it looks like the penalty is going to negate the play no matter what.
All right, so backing up in their red zone. We talked about that before. Another handoff. Hutchinson. He'll go off tackle on the far side of the field and dance his way down to about the 4-yard line.
Stopped at the 3-yard line.
Clock continues to roll. 9:46 here in quarter number 1 on the first drive for the Highlanders.
Third down.
So it's third down and goal.
Number 2 with the
Fake
keeper.
handoff, and Gage Graham, he will now waltz. He'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur.
And there it is, establish the run game early. We've already seen all 3 running backs, but this time Gage Graham decides to take it in himself. Little pull, breaks the tackle, makes another man miss, gets around the corner in the end zone, 6 points, Macarthur.
All right, so they got the 6 on the board. PAT coming up. Look for the 2-point conversion. And now they will exchange out, but they're going to have to go quick. It's 9 seconds on the play clock to try to kick the extra PAT. Down to 3, down to 2. Oh, they did restart it. That's good. So the PAT, ball down, snap down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. So a opening drive for the Macarthur Highlanders that took just a little over a couple of minutes. 9:34 in quarter number 1. The Macarthur Highlanders strike first. They're up 7-0. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Well, here at senior night, kind of silence the hometown crowd. Your scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts from here, understanding your goals, coming up with creative solutions. We're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. It was like a 15-play drive, all three running backs in action. Gage Graham gets the corner, gets the touchdown. PAT is good. That was a 4-yard scamper by Gage Graham to put 7 on the board, and it's a kickoff brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In, with 2 locations to serve you, 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's.
That was a really good way to start the game.
Got this started. Now we'll see a high-powered offense, too, by the Noble Bears. And Macarthur gets another call, and it's going to be a false start, another 5 yards. So Macarthur seeing their fair share of the yellow tonight as they are up 7-0.
Well, right before the referee blew the whistle for another Macarthur penalty, unfortunately. I was going to say that's exactly what we were looking for at the start of the game, establish a run game. This is the first time we've seen all 3 running backs in the first quarter, which I think is huge, kept everybody fresh, and it'll allow Gage Graham to get around the corner at the very end, pull the football, and score.
Looks left, looks right, ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and this is going to hit and bounce on the turf, and he'll just cover it up right there at the 35-yard line. Very designed by coaches. They don't want that interior line to try to take it. Just if it comes your way, cover it up, and we'll take care of the rest. So out comes the 3-year starting quarterback, Colin Fisher, the commit to Arkansas, playing baseball next season. Honored at senior night, the 6'3", 205-pound senior will orchestrate this offense with trips here on the near side of the field. Fisher will get a new play call. Calls for the hard count. Straight back to pass. Little slant. Gets right across to the 40-yard line. Pitch and catch. Nothing wrong with that. And it goes to L.T. Taylor. We read his name out on defense. So this is one individual who will play both sides of the ball.
Well, that's a really good tackle. Didn't let him get anywhere. Only gained about 4 yards. Maybe 3.
Trips here on the near side. It's going to be the shifting running back that comes the near side, and he is taken back for a loss. of yards. Going to be a loss of a couple when they make the forward progress back to,
Stop for a 2-yard loss.
I'm going to say a 2-yard loss back to about the 38, 39-yard line, brings up third down and long. Fisher will have trips on the far side of the field. One lone back next to his left. Get a new play call from the sideline. Back to action. Straight back to pass. Flush out of the pocket, decides to run, and then he'll get taken down for a max sack back at the 32-yard line. Let's see that one again.
Number 11, Jeremy Hutchinson.
So Jeremy Hutchinson comes in with the tackle and a host of other Highlanders. Your First Baptist East instant replay. Got a 3-and-out for the Noble Bears. 8:15 and a punting situation as the punter will stand back at his own 20.
And that's really what you want to see from the Macarthur defense. Beginning of the game, keeping Fisher in the pocket, not allowing him to escape, and then getting pressure and obviously eventually getting the sack. And the play before that, the whole defense was there in the backfield to make that tackle. Running back wasn't able to get anywhere.
Dominic Collins back to return at the 35-yard line. He'll backpedal, and this will just go out of bounds. So it hit the turf, gets the bounce, and they're going to mark it out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So over Dominic's head, and both teams with a possession. Highlanders with their first possession and their first score in the PAT. Good to make it 7-0 from your Sky Cam here in Noble. Let's see if we can put another great drive like we saw from the first opening drive. The Highlanders won the coin toss, elected to take the ball. So their second possession of the ball game.
And now it's Harris back in at running back.
And so we're going to, by committee, who's going to start, who's going to get the rock. Harris gets past an initial surge of a missed tackle or two and skates his way up to about the 30-yard line, about a 5-yard pickup on a first down, and they're right back to work.
Brings up second down.
Another handoff. Man, I'll tell you what, he's got a great cut mat move. A spin move gets past the first down and up to about the 38-yard line. And they'll move the chains.
Well, the O-line's getting push off the line and allowing Harris to make plenty of cuts.
Gage Graham, and we got a down Noble Bear, and I think that's why they whistled up. He was going to go up against Dominic Collins, and that is Luke Conley, the senior. Officials timeout. So they're going to, Dominic says, do I stay out here or do I go? No, I said, yeah, this is an officials timeout, so not a timeout. So let's rally the troops back. Let's get everybody in here. I'm going to reset the play clock to 40. Got to get that rhythm offense going for the Macarthur Highlanders. Straight back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Wants to try to turn up. Gage Graham will get out of bounds. Oh, a collision with some guys in the sideline. But he stepped out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
Well, the whole time you're saying on this play, Gage let go of the football, Gage let go of the football, but he's just able to turn it into something, get a few yards out of it.
Two receivers near side, handoff Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets away from one tackler, crosses midfield, inside Noble territory, right outside the 48-yard line. So it's burning, churning, and working for the Highlanders on the ground. Back to work, Highlanders again. Fisher just plows his way down, lowers his shoulder down to about the 45-yard line, a gain of a couple.
And if you can get 3 to 5 yards on a run play, you're not going to stop running the football. So expect to see a lot of that from MacArthur here early on until Noble makes an adjustment to potentially stop it, and maybe we'll see the pass game open up.
Starting to load the box just a little bit to try to stop the run. Straight back to pass. Widens that out, but the pass goes a little bit short, but is retrieved at about the 40-yard line. But that's going to be brings up a third down and short. Probably 4-down territory for the Highlanders based on how their offense is clicking and working. They can get 2-3 yards a carry. Another cutback, makes a man miss, gets the first down, past the 35, down to the 34-yard line.
And there's Diaz once again. Running backs continuing to shuffle and run by committee, like you say.
Wow, and just, and they're in a rotation of sets. And so it makes people fresh. You can run a guy like this because you're running 3. So you're thinking, man, they're running a lot. Well, they're running with 3 running backs. Gains a couple, but brings up about a 2nd down and long. This is probably their longest for tonight.
Still 3
2nd and 8.
though, Eric.
Yeah. Back to work. Handoff, makes a man miss into the secondary. Almost had one man to beat to be a foot race. Gets down about the 21-yard line, and a second red zone opportunity for the Highlanders. Red zone from Tracy Green. Call the 580 property lady at 580-284-9364. Your red zone opportunity. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper Gage Graham, and he'll get tackled down to about the 19-yard line. No, they'll say the 20. Brings up his 2nd down. Graham back to work.
Handoff 21 up the middle.
And Harris makes one man miss, gets the 1st down, skates his way down to about the 11-yard line. Nothing pretty, nothing fancy. Eating up yards, eating up clock in the Highlanders, and another 20 inside the 20 red zone opportunity. They scored the last time. Let's see if they can do it again. Off tackle on the near side of the field, makes one man miss, and gets down to about the 8-yard line.
And there's Hutchison again.
Now we're 4:30 and counting in quarter number 1. Handoff right up the middle. He'll get right to the goal line and be stopped short right at the 1.
Eric, if you'll see on this left side of the line here, Gage Graham pulling the football last time keeps an extra defender out.
It's 3rd down, handoff up the middle. He'll scoot, he'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur. So the Highlanders score again, back-to-back scores, opening drive, and drive number 2, taking the clock down to 4:09, and the PAT coming up.
And that's Jeremy Hutchison able to get the ball in the end zone. Like I said, Gage Graham pulling the football on the first drive keeps the defender in check on the end of the line. Whether they're running left or right, the defender has to make sure he checks Gage Graham in case he pulls the football. Right there, you just hand it to your running backs, allow them to do the work. And sure enough, you're up 13-0.
With the PAT coming up, ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. Extra point is good. It makes it a 14-0 contest. Macarthur leads at 4:09 left to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Welcome back to Noble, where the Highlanders, 2 possession, 2 scores, makes it 14-0. Scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts here, from understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. Tell you what, starting outside the 20, back-to-back drives, nice long sustained drive, running the running backs, and a 2-yard scamper by Hutchinson gets the score for the Highlanders. Kickoff by Wayne's driving is picked up at the 21-yard line. Scooter bug to get a jitterbug outside the 32, and then up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, that was Harper right there, so luckily he wasn't able to get into space, and we forced him out of bounds. That kid's electric, Eric.
Yep, we've seen him time or two in the seasons past. But it's kind of silenced this crowd, and this crowd can really get into it. You don't want them to get into it. They've been quiet and stunned right now with the first 2 drives for the Highlanders at the 4:04 mark here of quarter 1, up 14-0.
And, folks, you can't see it from the camera angle, but there's people on the home side lined up all around the arena, the stadium.
Fake handoff, Fisher, quarterback keeper, and decides to dance his way up to about the 34, maybe 34.5-yard line, so a gain of about a yard. Brings up a 2nd down and about 9.
And the Macarthur defense able to rally. Fisher can get out in space, and he's an athlete, folks.
Hand clap, back to work in the shotgun. Lets this one air and does not find his target over the middle. Had his man beat but just kind of in and out of the hands. You'll see that on instant replay right there, a little in between Thomas, and falls incomplete, brings up third down. Your First Baptist East instant replay will have scores across the state that you can check out in Class 5A. It's really what matters. Carl Albert playing Piedmont. You can catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Midwest City and Elgin, big game tomorrow in Elgin on a Friday night. Throw and pass, and they know they're going to go to try to connect to number one as much as possible. Goes to Brandon Harper, the senior, here on the near side of the field, but does not pick up the first down, so that's going to be the second 3 and out. And Noble will back to punt. Dominic Collins back to return for the Highlanders.
And the Macarthur defense able to keep Brandon Harper and Colin Fisher both at bay, not allow them to get out into space, get open. Fisher to show off his arm and Brandon Harper to show off his hands.
Harper will stand back at his own 25, gets this one away as they come for the block. Dominic Collins has to backpedal, hopefully get in the end zone. It bounces, it goes to right there on the 1, and will they say it goes in for a touchback? They're going to say it was at the 1. So they have done their job on a punt, and it's not going to be a touchback. First down, it went out at about the half-yard mark. Wow.
What a punt by Logan Kirby.
It's really hard for us to tell in our vantage point, but you were back in your you were back inside your 20 for both drives to start this contest. Third drive of the first quarter.
And Macarthur's been able to run the football. So this is familiar territory. They can just hand the ball off here. They've been getting good push from the offensive line. We'll see what happens.
Everybody will stand back in the end zone. Handoff. Gets out to about the 1 yard line. Tried to hit the edge. Gain of 1, so second down and 9.
And that was Harris. He's a freshman. Got to tell him to get out of the end zone a little bit earlier than that. Try and get upfield rather than east and west.
Gage Graham surveys the defense inside the end zone. Handoff. Again, Harris.
Up to the 5 yard line.
Not much room to go, and brings up a third down and about 6. This is the worst field position the Highlanders have seen tonight. Gage Graham back to work, back to pass. Stands in the end zone, lets that one throw, and that is going to be overthrown, and that's going to be a fourth down, and the first time a punting situation for the Highlanders.
Yeah, bowed along in double coverage
well,
on the far side.
You get pinned on your 1, it kind of limits you with a little bit of concern of where you are offensively. Now you just got to get this punt out.
Yeah, we've had some problems with the punting the last couple weeks. We'll see if Macarthur can get it off clean here.
Stand in the middle, L in the end zone. Want to punt that one away. And is going to get a bounce only up to about the 37-yard line. So the best field position for the Noble Bears on their second possession of the ball game. No, third possession of the ball game. Their first 2 were 3 and outs, and now their third possession find themselves inside Highlander territory for the first time tonight.
Well, look for a deep shot downfield. Not that Fisher couldn't do it before, but they're in a much better position now. Maybe get Harper out in space.
Stack trips with a quad formation here on the near side of the field. One lone receiver on the far side, empty backfield, and in the shotgun formation. Fisher, quarterback draw.
Colin Fisher with the keeper.
Fisher only gets about a yard. Brings up a second down and about 9.
Well, the quarterback draw was not what I expected there.
Well, you spread everybody out. You say, okay, it's going to be pass, and, everybody stayed home defensively for the Highlanders. The 2-minute mark here of quarter number 1. Back to work. Fisher lets this one air this one out deep, and outstretched hands incomplete.
Pass intended for LT Taylor.
So LT Taylor, the intended target over the middle, beat his defender. You'll see that in instant replay. Just wasn't able to connect.
Yeah, and he was there, Eric. That would have been a touchdown for the Noble Bears if they were able to connect. Got to make sure we stay on top of these receivers.
4 down territory here for the Noble Bears, I assume. Stacked up trips here on the near side. Back to work, Fisher. Rolling in the near side of the field, throws. And that is almost picked off. Should have been picked off. Tell you what, that's why you say, man, you had a great opportunity for A.J. Vaughn. A.J. missed an opportunity at a pick here on the near side.
And once again, the defense steps up big. Yes, it is 4th and 9, but Noble does have the athletes to get 9 yards here.
Well, unless they're going to punt.
And it looks like they are going to punt. So once again, 3 and out. Great job by the Macarthur defense. After having a rough couple weeks, we're able to step it up tonight, force 3 straight and outs.
Well, and the last time Noble punted, they pinned the Highlanders at the 1. This primarily will probably go in the end zone. No, it's short. Is it tipped or blocked? Hits out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. You can see that here on instant replay, whether someone got a hand on it or not.
I don't think so.
Okay, just kind of a muff.
It definitely affected the kick, but I think he just kicked it straight up in the air.
So the Highlanders with a 14-0 lead with 1:39 left to go in quarter number 1. Grove on top of Bishop Kelly 13-0. As you can see, our scoreboard with a lot of games on Thursday Night Football, uncharacteristic from normal. Carl Albert's up on Piedmont 7-0. You can catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Gage Graham, handoff.
Number 11.
Off tackle. He gets away from one defender into the secondary, gets a first down. There's still no whistle as he was taken down. Really should have been at the 35-yard line, kept his feet moving, get all the way up to the 40-yard line until he's pushed down.
And there is a penalty flag, but what an effort by Hutchinson there. And he's been consistent all year long. He's been able to run the football hard, get big gains.
Well, you got to. They're going to say illegal formation. 5-yard penalty. At least it's not a hold, but going in the wrong direction.
When in this drive, you start with better field position than you did last time. Instead of being on your 1, you're on your 20.
Well, we're used to that in their first 2 drives. Fake handoff. Going to get out in space to Gaines. No, check that. Up to about the 26-yard line.
That's Terrell Roberts.
Yeah, pitch and gets to Roberts.
Yeah, and that's a tight end coming out of the backfield. Terrell Roberts with the hands. Makes a great play. Able to get a first down. Correction, sorry, second down.
Back to work.
Handoff to number 11.
Handoff to Hutchinson.
Stop by number
Gets up to about the 30-yard line in the last minute of the first quarter. Brings up a third down and a couple. Graham, hand clap. It's a quarterback keeper, makes a man miss. He'll get the first down, move the chains up past the 32-yard line. Nothing fancy, but Gage Graham, the 3-year quarterback starting senior, decides to put it on his shoulders to get the 1st and 10, move the chains.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your senior leader at quarterback.
Now, of course, into another running back hitting around the corner. Makes a man miss, dashes his way. Oh, I thought he stepped out of bounds. He does not. Tight ropes the sideline, gets past midfield and inside Noble Bear territory.
Well, let's watch this. Look at this stiff arm that Diaz gives the defender right here. Boom. And he's able to get a few extra yards, makes a nice move, stays in bounds, stays on his feet.
Diaz, quick work. Another handoff, not letting this Noble Bear defense rest at all. This is kind of what we saw in 0 week of the tempo, how fast we are going. Assaulting, on the road, backs against the wall. Highlanders with a lead with 6 seconds left to go. They don't have to snap it, and they won't let this one go down, and we'll change quarters. After 1 quarter of play, the Macarthur Highlanders lead on the road over the Noble Bears, 14-0. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
All right, welcome back to Noble, Oklahoma. Pretty good first quarter, if you ask me. Highlanders, after one quarter of play, lead 14-0 with the ball to start quarter number 2. And our second quarter is brought to you by Comanche Home Center, number 2, Southwest C Avenue. Been helping Lawton and Southwest Oklahoma build and grow since 1967. The area's leading building material supplier for professionals to do-it-yourselfers. Comanche Home Center, number 2, Southwest C Avenue. Second quarter up. Highlanders with the ball. Right past midfield. In Noble territory. Handoff to Hutchinson. This is the first time he has tackled in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of yards the first time tonight.
And this is the worst third down we've had all night long, which is pretty good. We're already in the second quarter. First time we've had a really long third down.
Well, you want to do it by your arm here. I know it's been really good on the run. Let's see if we can get a good pass coming here. Straight back to pass, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket, rolling, throwing, pitch and catch. Gets the catch at the 45, but we'll get up down to about the 43-yard line. Going to bring up a fourth down at about 3.5 or 4 yards.
And that was a freshman catching the football right there. Joshua rushing. Big play by the freshman, able to get about 10 yards. Bring up a fourth and manageable.
So brings up fourth down for the Highlanders. 4-down territory. Makes one man miss. Gets only down to about the 41-yard line. Now, will that be fourth down? See, our marker on the sideline showed four. Yeah, that was. It's turnover and downs. So came up about 3 yards. So the Noble Bears get 2 stops to the Highlanders. Let's see if the Highlanders can still tighten up defense.
And I don't disagree going for it there. You have all the momentum.
Fisher wants to. Harper gets around the corner, and he will skate down the sidelines and will get pushed out of bounds. But we talked about his athleticism. We talk about his speed. Let's look at Brandon Harper again on the instant replay. When he gets away from you, you better make a move because he'll put on the Jets right here.
Well, Eric, it does appear that there is a flag on the play.
Okay.
But that doesn't take away.
It's a big run for Dominic Collins, others in the hot pursuit from behind.
Well, that was a 6-yard hit she caught. That wasn't a go route.
Holding.
That wasn't anything crazy.
So it's going to bring up a first down.
And that just shows you the speed that, number one, Brandon Harper has for the Noble Bears.
Brings it back to the 49-yard line. Fisher will have trips on the far side. Twins here on the near side. Empty backfield, looking to throw. Fisher, hand clap, waits for the defense to come, gets a new play call from the sideline. Back to work, throw. Oh, and a bobbled and a pick interception at the 50-yard line. You will have to see this on instant replay inside about the 46-yard line. Let's take a look at this again. It's just really the tip drill. You always got to have your eyes up, bounce, around, boom. Just being at the right place at the right time. The Macarthur Highlanders sideline goes nuts. And the Highlanders are back in business inside Noble territory with a 1st and 10 just underway in the second quarter.
And, folks, that was number 19, Shamon Palmer, making a huge play. Receiver just couldn't handle the ball. Seemed like he wanted to take off before he caught it. Ball bobbles around for a few seconds. Shamon Palmer's able to make the play.
I think he's the one that's hampered with an injury, having to be taken out. But I'll tell you what, just happened to be at the right place at the right time. First turnover by either team tonight. And it was really just kind of a tip drill. The receiver kind of bounced it around a little bit, and lo and behold, there it is, right in your hands.
And just like that, Macarthur has the football again, basically right where they were at last time.
Back to work. Going to set up and throw. Oh, man, he had the open target trying to go down the field over to Roberts, and that just falls incomplete.
Eric, that was Trey Kibble streaking down the middle of the field. Not able to connect there, but I like the play call. Little RPO action. Gage Graham able to make a throw. Just not able to connect.
Gets away from Gage Graham. He'll just have to cover it up. And it was a high snap. We saw that in a couple of weeks prior. Gets back down to the 45-yard line, and the Highlanders, after the interception, going in the wrong direction and brings up a third down on your First Baptist East instant replay.
Well, another 3rd and long here.
Right back to pass. Gage Graham sits in the pocket. Going to throw. Man, if there was just, and then gets past the one defender, gets the first down, and then gets pushed out of bounds at about the 25. That's all second effort. You're stopped right here, and then you didn't wrap up and tackle. And then you get the extended play to extend the chains. 1st and 10.
And, Eric, that's a freshman again. That's Joshua Rushing there over on the far side.
Handoff. And that's going to go nowhere fast. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
And those are 2 huge plays made by a young kid trying to help his team out.
Trying to come, and I think they do. And I think the hard count is going to give us 5 extra. Is encroachment on the defense.
Dead ball. Offside.
It is. So the Highlanders will take advantage of 5 more with just 2 minutes taken off quarter number 2. And another red zone opportunity for the Highlanders. Tracy Green, your red zone opportunity all year long, quarterback keeper. Call the 580 property lady today, 580-284-9364. Well, we're back down to 3rd down again, 3rd down and long. You know, you missed opportunities. You know, you want to, when you're inside the 20, Coach said, in recent weeks, El Reno and Elgin, you stalled out. Let's see if you can continue.
Handoff to number 22.
Handoff hits the edge for Diaz, gets down to about the 18-yard line. He needs to get down to about, it'll be 4th down and about 3. Are we going to try for punch for a 4-down or a field goal?
It looks like we're going to kick a field goal
here. Field goal here. This will be a 35-yard attempt for the Highlanders.
Matthew Aguilar on for the attempt.
So Aguilar. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. So Aguilar puts another 3 on the board to make it 17-0 over the Noble Bears here on the road. It's been a good first half start for the Highlanders. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
All right, back here in Noble, another scoring recap, this time capped off by a 35-yard field goal. City National Bank with 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts here from understanding your goals, coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your Wayne's Drive-In, long tradition since 1950, number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's.
And that's a huge field goal by Aguilar. I know at times this year it seems like he hasn't been on, but these last couple of weeks he's really been focused in, dialed in, and gives Macarthur an extra 3 points.
Ball teed up at the 40-yard line in the middle of the hash. Looks left, looks right. This is going to be kicked end over end and is going to be fielded at about the 8. Taken to the 10. Hits the tightrope, wants to hit that corner, and got the little bit of the speed as Taylor tries to take it. LT Taylor takes it on the edge. Right here, we'll see that on your First Baptist East instant replay. They can put on the Jets. They got athletes to do that.
Well, down here on this left side, Eric, you have nobody staying in contain. And luckily, the troops rallied and were able to get to the ball carrier before he got too much steam. But you really have to keep contained on the kickoffs.
Brings up 17-0. Highlanders with the lead with 8:48 left to go in quarter number 2. Fakes the pop motion man come the near side, and Fisher is corralled by a host of Highlanders. We'll even get the tackle from their hammer carry from Alexander Bryce. So Bryce just be able to manhandle what he needs.
And Braden Brown able to get penetration, be the first man to the football. He didn't finish the tackle, but Alex Bryce, who's been just a tough player all year long.
Back to work, back to pass. Got the little slant across the middle.
Number 5, Trevor Rudd.
It's just pretty easy when you get over to Trevor Rudd, the junior.
38-yard line, and that's good enough.
Gets up to a first down, Noble Bear. First they got right at the sticks.
Attention fans.
Well, and on that replay,
the cowbells must stop before the hype.
Goes back to pass, rolling, looking, throwing. Catch right there to his number 1 target. Gets past the 50-yard line to Harper, and then inside Macarthur territory.
But that's good enough for a Noble Bear.
Well, before that play, Eric, Harper just attracts so much attention. He was able to get his teammate open there, get them a first down, and then he does it himself on the next play.
Fisher with trips on the far side. Little hitch on the far side pass, throw and go. And gets tackled down to about the 35-yard line.
Stopped after a 4-yard gain. That'll be second down.
Good corral by the defense, but that's still too much yardage on first down. Noble able to kind of get into a rhythm here after going 4 straight 3-and-outs.
It's like what you see for the Highlanders, but now you got to tighten things up with trips here on the near side. Back to work, back to pass. Flush out of the pocket, decides to stay, and then loads and throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Kind of under duress, and Fisher just had to get rid of it.
Brings up third down.
Brings up a third down in about 6. The 7:18 mark here of quarter number 2. Your Comanche Home Center second quarter. Number 2 Southwest C Avenue.
And there's Diaz once again able to apply pressure. Cost Fisher.
Well, that's what Coach and I talked about. You got to disrupt him. You can't let him sit back and pick you apart. You got to give him the pressure. So far, so good. Trips on the far side of the field, got a man in motion, coming to the near side of the field. Back to work, back to pass, flushed in the pocket, stays, throws, catch, and that was Taylor was in motion, gets down to about the 28-yard line. That will be enough for a first and 10, setting up side the Highlanders' 27-yard line.
Well, that's a really good play by Taylor, able to make a couple Highlanders miss, get a few extra yards, and now they're deep into Macarthur territory.
Trips here on the near side. Try the hand clap to try to get us to come off sides. Clock continues to roll. 6:52 left to go in quarter number 2. Handoff, and Taylor gets the handoff.
Short gain. Second down.
Bryce there once again Alexander on the tackle. Just all over the field.
Just watch number 40. He'll be in the area. If he's not making the tackle, he's close to it. El Reno leads Altus 7-0. Del City over Durant 28-0. And the shotgun. Going to throw corner of the end zone. It's got a man wide open. It's caught. Touchdown, Noble Bears. So the Bears find a touchdown over to Logan Kirby. The 5'9 junior kind of escaped over here on the right-hand side. Was able to get the 6 and the PAT coming up.
And it looks like we just got beat over here. Xavier Booth. Probably in press coverage. I couldn't really see with the camera angle we had. But just simply got beat. Made a better play than our defense did. And Fisher's going to find whoever's open with that arm.
Yep. Showed what he was dangerously finding. You don't want to get him in a rhythm early. Ball down, kick up. Kick on its way, and this kick is good. 17-7 now. Noble finally finds their way in the end zone at the 6:20 mark of the second quarter. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
All right, welcome back to Noble. So the Bears find their way into the end zone with a nice pitch and catch. Quarterback Collins gets the Noble Bears on the board with the PAT good, making it 17-7. Macarthur leads with 6:20 left to go before the half.
Well, and Eric, we knew it wouldn't take long for Fisher to get settled into the game. It did take a little bit longer than we wanted it to.
Kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. 2 locations serve you, 7 Southwest Sherman Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Let's go to Wayne's. Going to be caught as Dominic Collins, his traipse from behind as he was trying to find some blockers out in front of him, get to about the 35, 36-yard line.
And it did take Fisher, like I said, longer than maybe they wanted to for him to get into a rhythm, but he was able to find a receiver. Now it's Macarthur's time to answer. Can they match points with points, keep a large lead over the Noble Bears, who we know can score in a hurry?
Now that's really the key. You want to keep putting the pressure on. You keep scoring the points because Noble can score at will. I mean, they are fast, like a track meet. Highlanders get a ground and pound, using the clock, using the score for the advantage. Got a man in motion. Coming to the near side of the field. It's going to, wow, what an adjust by Bo DeLong. Gets tackled there for a loss back down to the 35-yard line. We saw that play earlier in the first quarter. Thrown into the motion, but he kind of had to readjust with the catch. Luckily, either for a drop, but it's going to be a handoff. Surveys, waits, misses, gets around the corner, and then Noble's sniffing this out pretty good and makes it a 3rd down and long. So when you quickly can't get yards and you get knocked out of bounds, and Jeremy Hutchinson couldn't find his way. Fake handoff, looks to throw. That is good. Pass complete, close to midfield. And that's pretty good when you go to Jeremiah Jordan here on the near side of the field.
Yeah, and Eric, they're doing a great job. Receivers staying open, making sure they catch the football, giving Gage Graham big targets.
Graham, another handoff. Hutchinson makes a man delay, and he has to cut back into the middle of the field, only gets down to about the 46-yard line, so all of that running for just 1 yard.
And it didn't take Noble long for them.
Whitecap's going to come over here when he got. Head coach wants to talk something about with the Whitecap wants to talk to the head coach about something.
The Whitecap was not happy about something.
Yeah, and he went to the head coach to tell them something. Going to start the play clock again. Get that to 40. I haven't said that yet.
Technical difficulties, ref. Hold on.
I'm going to call officials timeout. And they're going to send him for a timeout. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
The new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
It has something to do with setting the play clock. And so we got the Sky Cam from your Comanche Home Center second quarter, 17-7. Highlanders with the ball. It's going to be a handoff to Diaz. Hits the corner with the speed to the 40, 35, 30. Foot race around the corner, down to about the 30-yard line. Steps out at about the 27. Boy, he's got that burst of speed.
Yeah, let's watch that again, Eric. Huge blocks over here on this right side. Kibble gets around, pushes the defender out. 2 receivers out here on the edge getting blocks downfield. Allow Diaz to get a first down and much, much more.
All right. Opportunity to set up short yardage again. Makes a man miss. Into open field, into green pastures. Hits the corner at the 10, down to the 5. Spin move. Wants to hit in the corner. Scores. Touchdown, Macarthur!
And that's another freshman, Marquise Harris, making a huge play. Once again, receivers, huge blocks downfield. Oh, my goodness, electric plays from the Macarthur Highlanders.
Boy, a spark that, man, where has this been for the last couple of weeks? And they're pouring it on here. And what a great, great play by a stable of running backs that has kept everything fresh and going. The PAT coming up.
Well, and what an effort by Harris. He looked like he was going to maybe get pushed out of bounds, makes his spin, and just runs a defender over to get in the end zone. Just great effort.
23-7 with a PAT coming up. Motions, ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. 24-7 with 5:01 left to go before the half. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
So a 15-yard scamper for Harris gets in for the end zone for the Highlanders. Scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank. 4 locations in Lawton. Next Level Banking starts here. From understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions, they're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. Scoring recap, City National Bank. Score for Harris. Boy, we're just alternating with a host from Gage Graham with a touchdown, Hutchinson with a touchdown, Harris with a touchdown, and your Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Kicked off and then taken short at about the 35, 36-yard line.
Return by number 6.
So the return
Bryson Carey out to the 36-yard line. First and 10.
is by Bryson Carey, the sophomore. 4:56 left to go in the Highlanders. Very impressive start here in this first half. Putting up points that we know they're eligible. Coach talked about struggling in the red zone. Struggling no more. Only one with a field goal. Collins back to work, back to throw. And that's a little bit too much. A little bit pressure trying to go to Brandon Harper here on the near side of the field.
Well, and Collins with the defense on Harper. Had a step on him. Collins was right there next to him.
Guthrie leads Shawnee 22-0. And the 5A matchups on your screen. Keeping up with Week 10, a lot of Thursday night games to stay away from the possible storms tomorrow. Don't forget Midwest City and Elgin in the clash for the district. Tomorrow night in Elgin. Handoff, and L.T. Taylor is going to get nowhere. It's going to be a loss of yards. Brings up a 3rd down and long for the Noble Bears.
And the defensive line able to get in the backfield once again, create pressure, create havoc, not allow the running back, L.T. Taylor, who has made plays in this game so far, any space, any opportunities.
Trips here on the near side. Fisher barking out instructions to his lone receiver on the far side, back in the shotgun formation. Fake handoff, sits back in the pocket, lets that one throw, and that's off the mark because of the pressure that's coming to him, and he cannot connect to Brandon Harper, and that's what you talked about. Keys to the game is limiting Harper in his catches and his ability to score.
Well, I felt like if we could keep Harper contain, not let him get deep, not let him get behind us. Now, we did let another receiver get behind us, but it wasn't Harper, because I feel like as soon as Harper gets hot, it's so hard to keep him from touching the football and making plays for the Noble Bears. So far, we've been able to keep him in check.
Kept the Noble Bears fan base pretty quiet. Punter stands back at his own 21. Dominic Collins at his own 39 with the motion and the punt. Dominic has to go side to side to try to get that one. He's going to back away. It's going to roll down to about the 31-yard line, and where it stopped right there with about 4 minutes to go here before the half.
32-yard line.
We'll get a scoreboard check with some of the other games. Lawton High is at home for senior night. Eisenhower will be at home tomorrow night at Cameron Stadium. Cash playing Chickasha. Winner of that game will be fourth in the district and C playoffs. So Cash fighting for their lives at senior night at Ulrich Stadium there in Cash. Glad to have these on the network. Carl Albert led Piedmont last check. Del City led Durant. 8 games in the network on YouTube, and we have 3 that are on Facebook Live. Newcastle will check that score out as well. Man in motion, that's Bo DeLong coming over here. Pitch and catch to Gaines. Get up to about the Jeremiah Jordan rather, and Jordan gets up to about the 41-yard line.
Good pitch and catch there. 2 seniors making plays.
Quickly to the line. Handoff, Hutchinson. Hutchinson got a flag in the play, comes late, right in the interior. This is probably holding.
Flag on the field.
It's actually been a pretty clean game tonight. Not too many flags, not too many penalties.
It's a personal foul, chop block. Chop block.
On the defense.
Oh, on the defense.
First down.
Wow. And you don't really see chop blocks on defenders as much. More of an offensive play, but that's going to extend an opportunity for the Highlanders to get a first down past midfield inside Noble territory. That's a big chop block penalty with 15 yards to put it right outside the 41. Right outside of camera view, right along our vantage point. Gage Graham. Handoff to Hutchinson. Makes a man miss. Cut move. Back down to the 30, then down to the 28-yard line. Colin Fisher has to come in and make the tackle.
Playing both sides of the football.
Yeah, I know. It's like JT, that Taylor is too. Back to work. Looks, throws. Got wide open. Oh, and then just overthrown to Jeremiah Jordan here on the near side of the field.
You'll see that here on replay. Jordan looks like he has his man beat. Does get by him. Just Graham and Jordan not able to hook up.
A little bit too much with Graham's throw there. Back down to second down. Handoff Hutchinson. Right up the middle. Nothing fancy. Down to about the 25-yard line. Brings up third down and about 7. 3:22 left to go before the half. Highlanders with the lead and with the ball. Gage Graham. It's going to be a handoff to Hutchinson. And Hutchinson is going to gain a couple more. It's going to be, I don't know, field goal, maybe 4-down territory here. As the Highlanders will get down to the 25-yard line of the Noble Bears. Hutchinson to Gage Graham's left. Gets a new play call from the sideline. 2 receivers on the far side up top. Top of your screen. 1 here on the bottom. Long time to get this play called down. 8 seconds left to go in the play clock.
I think we're also trying to just take some time off the clock here. We'll see what happens.
I think they're going to call timeout. So let's that go down to 2:24. Talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey there, I'm Trent Logan. Just so happens, I like to sell houses the fancy way. Hello, here for paint night.
Sit down, Trent.
That ready? What's the deal? You guys didn't bring your own gear? I'm so dadgum fancy. When I do art and stuff, I don't even have time to take a break. Tender me, babe. You know, you can buy or sell your house with any realtor, but if you want to do it the fancy way, call me. Cheers.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football. 8 teams in action on the Oklahoma Sports Network, looking for playoffs next week. We have you covered. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. Handoff to Diaz, hits the corner. Spin move, gets the first down. That's what you needed. Down to about the 19-yard line to extend the drive for the Macarthur Highlanders.
Well, that's just a senior making a big play for his teammates.
4-down territory, makes it work. Diaz this time is corralled from the backfield, stopped and slowed down, and a host of Noble Bears come in for the tackle. Down to about the, well, let's say the original line of scrimmage. Loss of yards. Graham looks for a new play call with a 2nd down and 10. 1:48 and counting before the half. Handoff, just pushes his defenders in front, his blockers, dances his way down to about the 16-yard line.
Please meet Joe Rohr at the south 20-yard line.
Brings up a 3rd down. Hutchinson will be next to Gage Graham's right.
Number 2 back to pass.
It's going to be a catch to the 5, to the 4. He'll cross, he'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur!
We'll get that on replay here, Eric. This is Terrell Roberts again coming out of the backfield. Who is that on the far side? Bo DeLong making a huge block, allowing Terrell to get into the end zone. Big time play by another senior.
So puts another 6 on the board to make it 30-7 with 1:19 left to go before the half, and the PAT coming up.
And Gage Graham doing everything tonight, from handing the ball off to throwing the football, running the football with his legs.
Aguilar with the PAT, ball down, kick up, kick on its way. And this kick is good. 31-7, Highlanders. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
In this day and age, insurance companies are everywhere. Most online with nothing but an app to tell you what's going on. That's where we're different. I'm Scott Watson with Legacy Insurance Group. We are a local team with smiling faces and firm handshakes. We are independent, which helps ensure you are getting the best rate always. We're here in person with a phone in our hands, ready to help you anytime.
Scott Watson, Legacy Insurance Group. Click or call today.
Scores on the network. Seems that the Cash Bulldogs ahead of Chickasha 7-0 at senior night. Scoring recap. Of course, this has been a fun night for the Highlanders, finding their way in the end zone for a host of different jersey numbers. City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts here. From understanding your goals, coming up with creative solutions. They're going to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Lawton tradition since 1950. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. 31-7 with $1.19 and a stunned Noble Bear crowd. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line is going to chop, bounce up to the 30, taken to the 35, and then corralled at the 36-yard line.
Eric, we were talking at the break. Gage Graham in this offense is looking really good, looking way better than they have the last several weeks. We haven't seen this offense run at this pace, seems like since week 0, as you were saying. I really like to see how we're playing. Now we just have to continue that, because if not, we said it earlier, this Noble offense can score in a hurry.
Yep. Got playoff atmosphere right now because this is your playoffs. You got to win to stay alive to have an extended week. Going to try to get off to the races to the 40, 45, 50. He will score 40, 35, 30. No one will catch him. Touchdown just like that. Brandon Harper, we talked about, you can't get him on a hitch. You get him right short, snap, and then let him do all the rest. Get in the wash, get between defenders, and then one tries to break down and tackle, you better run with him. Otherwise, you can't catch him. 6 on the board for the Noble Bears.
That's got to be a commentator's jinx because I just said they can score in a hurry.
And they did. Lickety split into the end zone for 6.
Number 7,
31-13. And the PAT coming up with a $1 left to go before the half.
And we had done really well the whole game.
Ball down, kick up, and this kick is blocked by the Highlanders.
Like I was saying, we had done really well the whole game, keeping him contained, keeping him bracketed where someone's on top, someone's underneath him the whole time. But right there, it's just a screenplay. He's staying behind the line of scrimmage. No one really had the opportunity to bracket him. And just like that, he takes it to the house.
Yeah, and we were able to see his speed, and I'll tell you what, he really shows his athleticism. 31-13 with a $1 left to go.
Parents of band seniors, if you have not already made it to the field.
And that brought a little life back into this Noble crowd, who again is packed tonight. Senior night, honoring all the seniors in high school. Great atmosphere.
Across the great state of Oklahoma, many games played tonight to stay away from a potential storm on a Friday. Only a few games, plus some on the network. Eisenhower will play senior night tomorrow night at Cameron Stadium. And then we'll also have a big one, Midwest City and Elgin, to decide the district and the district championship in Elgin tomorrow at 7 o'clock right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Kickoff brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In, 2 locations to serve you. Number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line on the far hash. Is going to be fielded at the 30, makes a man miss. Oh, and then collision as he gets punched out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by number 56, Max Savageau. The ball will be placed at the 38-yard line.
Welcome you into the broadcast booth. Grade Buelig, myself, Eric Sherem, Caleb Sherem on camera. First Baptist East instant replay. And your Comanche Home Center second quarter, almost coming to a half. Helping Lawton in Southwest Oklahoma build and grow since 1967. Comanche Home Center. Graham back to work. Handoff up the middle. Hutchinson makes one man miss, gets past the 45, 46-yard line, making it look easy. A lot of holes.
And why stop doing it?
And number 23, Colin Thomas.
46 seconds remain. Oh, this time Hutchinson was almost met at the exchange in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of yards as Conley in on the tackle for the Noble Bears. And Macarthur calls timeout. They call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
In this day and age, insurance companies are everywhere. Most online with nothing but an app to tell you what's going on. That's where we're different. I'm Scott Watson with Legacy Insurance Group. We are a local team with smiling faces and firm handshakes. We are independent, which helps ensure you are getting the best rate always. We're here in person with a phone in our hands, ready to help you anytime.
Scott Watson, Legacy Insurance Group. Click or call today.
All right, back here as the Highlanders call timeout with a third down and short with 40 seconds left to go, trying to dial something up. Right before the half, Hutchinson lowers his shoulder. He'll get the first down past the 50, inside Noble territory. The clock will stop until they set up the chains. Highlanders getting ready for the next offensive play. Clock will start with 34 seconds. Back to work, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Gage flagging the play, and he'll be tackled at about the 46-yard line.
On the hold.
It's going to be a holding against the Highlanders. That stops the clock at 27 seconds left to go.
It'll be first down.
Eric, some scores from 4A. Cash is up 22-0 over Chickasha. And Bethany and Newcastle are in a close one. Bethany is the lead by 3, 10-7.
So about ready to head to the half here. We have some other games in halftime right now. Might as well hand the ball off now and let the clock run, but Hutchinson gets away from a defender, gets past midfield, inside Noble territory, gets back to the original line of scrimmage with 16 seconds left to go. Maybe one little hurrah here before the half. Gonna pass. Throw, got to get out of bounds. There he goes. Jeremiah Jordan goes out of bounds with 6.6 seconds left to go. Enough for a first down in striking distance. Highlanders trying to put up some points before the half.
When Gage Graham does have the arm here, we have 2 receivers on the field right now, both above 6'2". Maybe just one. Jeremiah Jordan over here. It looks like Collins is on the other side.
Back to work. Gage up the middle. Sides to run. Quarterback keeper gets down to about the 32-yard line, and that should end it as the clock expires to 0. It's a 31-13 MAC lead at the half. We'll be back with halftime performances, a recap of the first half, and second half action coming up right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Waugh, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
And welcome back. Ready for some halftime performance here in Noble. Gonna get in for a treat. Halftime show is brought to you by Subway, Eastside 45th and East Lee. Discover better your sub sandwiches by trying one of their 12 new irresistible Subway Series subs. Or pick your favorite classic footlong, your Mac headquarters. Subway, eat fresh. Let's go down to the field for the Noble Bear Marching Band.
for two of the movie's most memorable songs, Never Enough and From Now On, sharing the joy of performing center stage and the comfort of going back home. This features a trumpet solo by senior Savannah Fritzen. And joining us on the field are the 8th grade band and color guard members from Curtis Ames Middle School. Let's hear it once more for those 8th graders. Our final piece encourages you to stand up for yourself, be proud of who you are, and accept yourself no matter what. Featuring a flugelhorn solo by senior Dalton Haley, we bring you This Is Me.
Like Spider-Man right now.
was saying this is the 8th grade marching band for Noble.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2023 marching band seniors.
Now the seniors come out and do their fight song for the Noble Bears. Halftime sponsor brought to you by Eastside Subway, 45th and East Lee. Discover better for your sub sandwiches by trying one of their 12 new irresistible Subway Series subs, or pick your favorite classic footlong, your Mac headquarters, right on the East Side. Subway, eat fresh. We'll have more halftime right after this. So you're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Lawton Athletic Foundation would like to thank the following sponsors that helped raise over $75,000 with their latest Gridiron Golf Tournament benefiting Lawton Athletics.
Battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law, District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
The more you connect online, the more opportunities to win. So make sure you do that, whether it's on Facebook. We have 3 games on the Facebook network. On YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our newsletter. Just connect to us. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download on Roku, on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and especially on your phone. Download the app for free, and you can be able to watch on the go. Here at Noble, seniors on the band are being recognized, and we are at the half, where the Macarthur Highlighters lead Noble 31-13. About 5:39 before the teams come out and they have their warm-ups. We'll let them do that and be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Is the daughter of Shannon and
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
You deserve the best, and the Billingsley family of dealerships has delivered award-winning service since 1963. View our inventory when it's convenient for you at BillingsleyFord.com. That's the Billingsley way. Score big at Billingsley Hyundai. Experience the all-new 2023 Hyundai Palisade. This upscale SUV seats 8 and packs a powerful V6 to get you on your journey. Get yours today at Billingsley Hyundai. That's the Billingsley way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
All right, honoring the seniors of the band here in Noble. Great start for the Macarthur Highlanders if they lead 31-13 here at the half. And it started with opening drives, back-to-back scores to make it 14-0. And then finally got up with a comfortable lead, and then a couple of scores there for Noble to make it where our halftime score 31-13. 1:26 before the teams come out with their 3-minute warm-up, and we'll have second-half action coming up right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Coast Technology Group helps you feel safe and secure utilizing simple, reliable technology. Allow our team of experts to help you design the right system with high-definition surveillance cameras, cutting-edge smart alarm systems, and thoughtfully designed access control for your home or business. Work, sleep, and play with confidence, knowing CTG is your technology partner.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
All right, so back here at Noble, it's been a good start for the Highlanders. In case you missed it, it was opening drive. The Highlanders won the coin toss, elected to receive. So they got the ball, and it was kind of a, if you remember, the whistle was stopped as Dominic Collins, and I don't know if the up man called for the fair catch, and they said that was it. Dominic did not, but that's where they started. No argument, nothing but just a sustained drive right down the field. Gets the touchdown on the opening drive. That's what you wanted. They get a 3-and-out from Noble. They take the second possession, march it straight down, dump it in. You're up 14-0. You're saying, man, this is really nice. And then it snowballs from there. You get the 31 points for a half, and you limit Noble, who's got a high-octane offense. They will start with the ball. Make sure you get that stop so they don't start to get on fire. But we got 31-13 here with about less than a minute before we start second-half action.
Yeah, and Eric, you know, I do feel bad. Sorry for all the fans at home. Commentator Jinx, I said they can score in a hurry. And just like that,
yeah.
Brandon Harper takes it to the house for like almost a 70-yard touchdown. But with that being said, I like the way our defense has played so far. Even after we gave up that score, we blocked the PAT, only allowed them 13 points in the first half, which is really, really big considering the way we've played the last couple weeks. Let's see that continue into this half. It's 0-0 right now. That's how Macarthur and Noble both have to look at this game. It's 0-0 going into the second half. Playoff football is here. Like you said, the whole game. Win and you're in. Lose and you go home. You're done for the season. Both teams have to win this ball game to continue their postseason hopes. We'll see what happens. That's football, though.
Well, and we got some great games in the action. 8 on the network. Don't forget tomorrow a big one. Midwest City and Elgin in Elgin to decide the district. You can catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network live on Facebook. Probably like the only leftover games. There's Eisenhower will play, and there's a few across the state, but a lot of games move to Thursday. Senior night here at Noble, and the clock has expired for the warm-ups, and we're ready to start second-half action. Third quarter sponsor is brought to you by Pam and Barry. Nobody sells more real estate than Pam and Barry, now celebrating their 20th year in listing, selling your home for top dollar. Whether you're buying or selling, call Pam and Barry today at 580-284-248-8800. That's 248-8800. They're not bragging. They're just applying for a job. Pam and Barry, third quarter sponsor.
And like you said, Eric, Noble does get the football the second half. Defense has played really well the entire game. They've been able to contain Colin Fisher, who, as you've said, he's an athlete. Kick and make plays all over the field. We've contained Brandon Harper except for one play. let's see if we can continue that this half.
3-year starter as Colin Fisher, left-handed southpaw, will decide to go to Arkansas to play baseball, committed there. So he's got a good arm. We know what he's capable of. Very good athlete, honored here at senior night. And our roaring ticker for Class 5A scores.
Duncan's up 21-14 on Ardmore.
Well, you say poor Ardmore. I've never seen Ardmore as low as they have been. So the pecking order, Midwest City and Elgin will decide first and second tomorrow. El Reno will be third, and fourth place will be the winner right here on this field. We've got 2 more quarters, 24 minutes to decide who will be advancing. As your kickoff sponsor, brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In, a Lawton tradition since 1950. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's, number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cache Road. Macarthur Islanders in their all whites with their green number, and the camouflage jerseys for the Noble Bears in the blue pants. Whistled to play, and this gets kicked end over end and going to be fielded at the 25 and then taken up. Harper gets only up to about the 29-yard line. Will be first and 10 for the Noble Bears.
And here comes the Highlander defense. Alex Bryce, leading the team in tackles all year, has a chance to break the single-season tackle record. It's pretty impressive coming from him.
Nice it's kind of a interesting evening for the first part of November. It's a little humid, but a little bit of a cool breeze. It's the handoff jet sweep motion to the far side of the field, hits the corner off to the races at the 40, 50, 30, 20, and then finally pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That's the speed. That's the athleticism. This is the response you're going to get for the opening drive for the Noble Bears. Off to the races. Gets to the corner, and then he puts on the Jets.
Well, and if you see at the beginning of the play, Eric, Harper comes across the formation. Like I said in the first half, he draws a lot of attention to himself. Taylor able to get around the right side.
Fisher, back to work. Rolling on this side of the field, looks for Harper. Pitch, catch, that is good. Touchdown, Noble Bears.
I just need to stop saying they're going to score in a hurry.
Well, and now you say that they look like they can connect and get on fire in a hurry, and they do. They take the opening drive, not even a minute off the clock. A big rush outside corner run and a big strike in the end zone with that good arm from Fisher to put 6 on the board to make it 19, and the PAT coming up.
Well, you knew Noble wasn't just going to go away, and they certainly proved it there.
Well, they had the last PAT blocked. Ball down, kick up. We try to block this one. It goes through and up and in. 31-20 makes it an interesting start to the second half. Will be a wild one. You keep it here. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
I don't want to use a cliche, waking a sleeping bear, but, this is what you've got in the first half. They've responded after a 31-13 lead at the half. It's now 31-20, the opening drive. Look at that, 40 seconds, about 43 seconds to get in the end zone. That's how fast, that's how quick. And the Noble Bears for the Wayne's drive-in kickoff on the 40-yard far hash. It's going to chip, and it's going to be fielded at the 20 by Dominic Collins. The 30, 35, 40, off to the races, the 45, 50, 45, 40. Foot race to the 30, and then pushed out of bounds. Dominic Collins on a great return to answer. What a great special teams play. Let's see that again, an instant replay from First Baptist East.
Yeah, Collins here just makes one man miss. Everybody's on their blocks. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and he just outruns everybody. Noble takes a good angle, pushes him
shoved
out of
his
bounds.
defender out.
Absolutely.
But has to run out of steam, run out of speed, but the Highlanders set up shop with a great return to try to answer those points. They put points on the board. Highlanders try to answer with 11:27 just underway here in the third quarter.
Expect Hutchison to get the ball here. He did well in the first half.
Bo DeLong will go in motion. It's the handoff to Hutchinson. Only gets about a yard, so when you're getting 4 and 5 yards a carry now, kind of stop that, and Conley gets a stop after a 1 yard carry.
And Noble adjusted. They did a really good job adjusting.
Looking to throw, Gage Graham comes out of the pocket, runs, gets away from the defender, stretches out past the 20-yard line. All the quarterback, Gage Graham, with that run.
That's just toughness and grit coming from your quarterback. He's showed toughness all year long, playing through an ankle injury. Once again tonight, does it again.
3rd down and 3, handoff. Hutchinson makes a man miss, takes a defender with him down to about the 12-yard line. That will be a 1st and 10. Move the chains for the Highlanders. In the red zone for an opportunity by Tracy Green, call 580-284-9364, the 580 property lady. Another handoff for Hutchinson. Nothing fancy. Just churning his legs, gains of a couple. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Clock will roll with 10:23 here in quarter number 3.
Diaz checks into the ball game.
Handoff to Diaz. Wants to hit the corner. The spark, stiff arms, but runs out of real estate as 3 defenders tackle him down.
By number 54, Mason Crawford.
Brings up a 3rd down as he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Gage Graham motions and got a flag on the play. Dead ball. False start on the offense. That's not good. Duncan and Ardmore are all tied up at 21 apiece. Cash leads 22-7. You win and they're in. So Cash looks on the way to try to punch their ticket into the playoffs.
Newcastle tied 10-10 with Bethany.
Very interesting score there. You can catch on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Bo DeLong has to watch out. What a catch. Touchdown, Macarthur. Bo DeLong, an athletic move. He looked inside. It was thrown outside. What a great throw. What a great adjustment and catch right there. In. Keeps it in for the score. The 6 and the PAT coming up. This was after the defensive penalties. Backs them up. Puts 37 on the board, and the PAT coming up.
And, Eric, that's a huge play. That's such a difficult throw, throwing from the opposite hash all the way to the back corner of the end zone on the other side of the field. Impressive. Lines this up for the extra point. Ball down, kick up. Kick is on its way, and this kick is good. Makes it a 38-20 contest with 9:41 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in, and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
Several in the end zone tonight for the Highlanders. This time, Bo DeLong gets a score. The City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton with your scoring recap. Next level banking starts with here from understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. Are here to help you navigate life's financial questions. It was about a 15-yard pass from Gage Graham to Bo DeLong. Touchdown is good, PAT good. 38-20, and it's a Wayne's kickoff. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Looks left, looks right, squib kick, onside kick, mad dash for it. There's a mad dash of a pile-up. Highlanders say they have it at the 37-yard line. We'll sort out the pile and see who's got this one. Looks like Noble was able to jump back on it.
Recovered by the Bears.
Coupled by the Bears, but you know what? Try different things. This is season on the line. This is your early playoff game in Week 10. Win and you continue on. Looking at that, 38-20. With 9:41 left to go in the third, we get a long way in this one.
And, Eric, that last play on offense, huge. Something we haven't seen in a while from Gage, Graham to Bo DeLong. Big time.
Collins, back to work, back to pass, in the pocket. Going to throw, looking for his target again, and that's going to be overthrown. Trying to go deep over to Brandon Harper once again. Wasn't able to find him this time. I like the play call if I'm Noble, but just couldn't connect.
And A.J. Vaughn doing a great job just trying to stay with Brandon Harper. Brandon Harper, an amazing athlete. A.J. Vaughn showing he can stay with him. Something I want to see from this defense, though, is can they get a safety over here to help A.J. with this tremendous receiver?
Got a man in motion. Fisher. Just pass complete to Taylor up to about the 45-yard line.
Big play from Alex
Little
Bryce.
dink and dunk with the 5-yard throws. 38-20. Highlanders lead. 9:18 left to go in quarter number 3. Sorry to see high school football end in regular season. Some will be packing it up. Half of the districts will be getting ready for basketball season. Oh, man. Cardinal rule, catch it first. It was right at the sticks of the 50-yard line. That would have been a 1st and 10, move the chains, but 4th down and about 3. Decision time for the Noble Bears. I think they need to punt. Collins will go back for a return.
Yeah, and you hate to see that. You come out of the half with the football, go score, then allow a score of your own on defense, and then to get a 3 and out here. It's not what you want if you're a Noble Bear.
Carl Albert leads Piedmont 24-14. Back in the punting situation, high, deep, Collins catches at the 16, taking the 20, spin move, got a flag in the play, gets up to about the 25-yard line.
To the 26-yard line, flag on the field.
You can see that come across the screen there in your flag. So we had a little
return, first down,
but had a first. Kendall's experience here coming to Noble, famous for their chicken fried steaks and their cinnamon rolls, and they do not disappoint. So if you're ever in Noble, check them out right in downtown. No free plug, just an observation of we enjoyed ourselves. And when you're on the road, you always try to look for places that you're not familiar with going with. Handoff up the middle. Makes a man miss into the secondary and gets up past the 26-yard line.
It's Marquise Harris.
And Harris is running back by committee. We've had all 3 see great rotation. Just you kind of keep that way fresh. Up the middle, do about the 29-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain.
Here comes Diaz checking back into the ball game.
Diaz gives that different kind of a spark. See what they can dial up here on a second down. Like I said, the spark ignites. Gets the first down up past the 41-yard line. He's just got a different kind of a step. So you kind of get lulled in, okay, this is what that running back does. And then all of a sudden the Jets come out. Quickly to the line. Quickly back to work. Harris, 50, 45, 40. Or Diaz, rather, and Diaz gets down to about the 41-yard line. So you have Harris, Diaz. What a great combination in Hutchinson between these 3 running backs.
Unfortunately, there does look like there's a penalty on the play, but Eric, as soon as he touches the football, it's like he comes out of a cannon. The wheels start turning, and he takes off, and next thing you know, he's got a 15-yard gain. Unfortunately, this one's going to be brought back, but it doesn't take away from the great effort Diaz has had the last 2 plays.
Little drive stop there at the 8:05 mark here, the third quarter. Highlanders up by 18 with the ball. And we got this whistle dead.
Flag on the field.
This is going false start on the offense. Going in the wrong direction, boys. Get the holding call and then the false start to add another 5, and this is a first down and forever.
We've got first down
And Hutchinson is back in the ball game, Eric.
I want to gain more than half of this back here in this first down. Going to look to throw.
Graham back to pass.
It's caught, and that's going to be a 1st and 10. Pass midfield. There is Jeremiah Jordan to the 45-yard line.
Number 12, Logan Kirby on the coverage.
With Gage's ankle not being as sore, probably as tight as it has been, he's able to push off that back foot.
Got all the negative yards back. We've got a nice spin at the 40-yard line.
Eric, that's Joshua rushing.
Yeah, that's the freshman that we talked about. Has a big frame. We're in number 84.
It's a good number.
It's going to be a handoff to Hutchinson. Man, he gets that surge, and you see him going past defenders, back down to about the 37-yard line, 3rd down and short, 7:09 left to go here in the 3rd. Quick handoff, Hutchinson makes a man miss, gets the first down, then gets down to about the 32-yard line. They'll just keep moving the chain. Chain gang getting their workout tonight.
And Eric, something with the Macarthur offense that we've seen tonight that's been better than it feels like the rest of the season is a balance. We've seen the throw, we've seen the run. We've seen the run set up the throw and vice versa.
Exciting in Highlanders to see this as Bo DeLong goes in motion.
Handoff to number 21.
Handoff to Harris down to about the 30-yard line, just a gain of a couple.
2nd down.
But interestingly enough, you churn and you start running that clock. You know, you taking time away from Noble as far as opportunities. Harris finds a corner, gets around the end at the 30, then the 25. Man, not to be denied, he dives for the sticks. I think he may be a half a yard shy.
Well, this is great effort by a freshman. We've talked about the seniors all night long. Well, this guy's a freshman trying to make plays for his team and give them the best opportunity to win.
Handoff, Harris again. Makes a man miss, and I'll tell you what, he's got some great cutback moves. It's another red zone opportunity by Tracy Green, 580-284-9364, the 580 property lady, and the Macarthur Highlanders knocking at the door at the 5:54 mark of the 3rd quarter. This time Hutchinson back into work, and he dashes his way down to about the 11-yard line.
3 broken tackles on that one run.
They don't look like stopping.
Handoff to 11.
Again to Hutchinson. It's down to about the
brings up 3rd down.
13-yard line. 3rd down and short.
Eric, the most impressive thing tonight
has
been the offensive line. They've been getting pushed all night long. Yes, it doesn't look like much, but 3 to 4 yards every single play results in a first down.
Well, they need 3 yards. Can they get it here? Stops, waits, he gets that, and then some. Pushes the pile down to about the 5-yard line. Nothing fancy, but look at all these moves that Hutchinson is finding and making.
When he's staying patient, he's allowing his offensive line to move. He's allowing his offensive line to get a push, and all he has to do is just follow him.
Fake by the quarterback, Gage Graham. He'll cross, he'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur.
There it is.
Just faked with a handoff to Hutchinson, and Graham makes it in for 6 on the First Baptist East instant replay. Put another 6 on the board to make it 44, and the PAT coming up.
That's his 2nd rushing score of the game. I believe his 3rd touchdown overall. He's played really well tonight.
He's thrown to Bo DeLong.
It's been a different Gage Graham tonight.
What you need for your senior leader and a 3-year starter. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. 45-20. Highlanders with 4:52 left to go in the 3rd. We'll be back right after this, watching Big Mac football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman, kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Well, we're getting some interesting scores to kind of throw 4A into a little twist. Newcastle, and I know this is early yet, Newcastle leads over Bethany 17-10. That's a wild one, as they had a great game last week against the Tuttle Tigers. I was able to call that game since our game was Thursday. It's a kickoff sponsor, a scoring recap by City National Bank, and we talked about Gage Graham's third touchdown. Now, Next Level Banking starts here, from understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And the Waynes kickoff. Hey, everyone, let's go to Waynes. Going to sputter and finally pick it up outside the 20-yard line. Goes to the opposite end of the field, is chased down by the Highlander special teams defense, and a stop right there.
Marquise Phillip with a big play to keep Brandon Harper, who we've seen already turn up for a touchdown, keep him contained. Let's see if this defense can get another stop. They've been able to hold them consistently all night long. Gave up a touchdown last drive.
Fisher's got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Tries to push the pile, get up to about the 27-yard line.
Stopped after a short gain.
And I apologize. They caused a 3-and-out last drive. Gave up a touchdown on the first drive of the second half.
Guthrie leads Shawnee 36-0. The 5A ticker. Getting ready for Fisher. Back to work, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, decides to run.
Fisher on the scramble.
And he tried to aim for the sticks, but I think he's about a couple yards shy. Gets past about the 32, 33-yard line. They're going to mark him about 2 yards shy of the first.
And just look at this effort by Bryce here. Putting everything on the line for his team. There's a reason why he averages almost 20 tackles a game.
Brings up third down and short. Fisher looks to the sideline. Two receivers on the near side. Got to go to the playmaker, makes a man miss, and then he's corralled nicely. Dominic Collins with the tackle over Brandon Harper, saying you're not going to get outside this. But it's a first down, move the chains.
Collins with a great open field tackle. Brandon Harper trying to make him miss. Does initially, but Collins able to close the gap. Finish the tackle. Vaughn able to help him out. Great defensive stop. Yes, they gave up a first down, but it wasn't a touchdown.
Fisher, little throw to the far side of the field. Trying to get to your playmakers. Off to the races to the 50, 45, 40. Go to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Bears. And that's what you say. You get it into your playmakers, and that's what happens. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to check that one out. But just look at the Jets. Get outside that corner, and, man, the separation. A.J. Vaughn and Dominic Collins trying to come on the angle on the far side of the field. The touchdown is good. Penalty against the Highlanders. We said, man, you don't want to get in a track meet with these guys. You want to slow them down. Luckily, there's 3:40 left to go in the third, but, man, that's plenty of time when you can strike that fast and that wood.
Absolutely. Taylor able to just get outside of a block.
Ball down, kick up, through and good to make it 27. 45-27 with 3:40 left to go here in the third. We'll be back right after this. Big Mac football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Noble. Making it interesting, getting the playmakers involved with Fisher on the throw and the pass to make it 45-27. 3:40 left to go in the third. Got plenty of time in this one. Highlanders need to get those nice methodical drives, take time off the clock, churn up the yards, get another score if you need to. Keep answering points with points.
And that's the difference between the two offenses tonight. Macarthur has taken those methodical drives. They've been able to take time off the clock. Noble's just had 3 plays and then scored.
Almost looks like this is going to almost look for an onside kick. He's on the 40-yard hash, but he's aiming towards the near side of the field. Good hands, getting ready. It is. Little chip shot. Bounces. Oh, and off a one-hopper catch. That's great by the freshman.
Yeah, you want to tell the freshman just go down there. Don't try and make too big of a play. But he's able to hold on to the football, give Macarthur great field position.
Well, they got to play desperate because, both of them are in that playoff mentality. You got to win to continue your season or call it a night. Almost 16 minutes left in this contest with a full 4 quarters for the fourth quarter and the 12 minutes and the 3:40 here. Decent field position with the onside kick from the Noble Bears. Handoff. Hutchinson gets past the 50-yard line, dives his way down to the 49 inside Noble territory.
The 50-yard line and down to the 49.
That's what I like. Big yards, clock. Manage the game. In possession, got a man in motion. It's Bo DeLong. Handoff. He'll get down to about the 47-yard line.
I mean, you get 7 yards, say 6 yards on the first play, yard and a half, 2 yards on the second. It's now 3rd and 2.
3rd and a couple. Hutchinson again dives his way to the sticks. I don't know if he made it. It's going to be close. 4th and about inches.
Brings up 4th down.
Highlanders looking to go 4-down territory here.
Harris checks into the ball game for this pivotal 4th down.
It's going to be a handoff to Harris. He makes a man miss, gets the first down. He gets pile drive, but the good news is he crossed the 45-yard line. That's enough to move the chains.
Well, if you watch this, Harris gets it. He's got it there. He just needs to keep going upfield.
Right.
Again, that's another freshman trying to make a big play.
Handoff to Harris. Oh, no, this is Jeremy Hutchinson. Almost squeaks through the linebacking core as he
You're right.
gets down to about the 40-yard line.
It's Harris again.
So another dose of Harris. We got tinted windows in our press box. Kind of hard to keep up with it, but we do.
21.
And there again to Harris. Stopped at the line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down and about 5. 2:02 remaining.
There's going to be a
flag on the play. Del City leads Durant 45-7.
Holding on the offense. Replay 2nd down.
Replay 2nd down.
Man, and those holding penalties, those ones hurt drives.
Hey, glad you could join us on Facebook Live. We've also got the Newcastle game on Facebook Live and also Carl Albert and Piedmont. And then over on YouTube for those joining us. And then download our free app just by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Those watching at home. Bo DeLong in motion, going to the far side of the field. Looking to throw, pumps once, now airs. This one out. A little bumping and almost intercepted at the 15-yard line. That was a free gift. And he just upset with himself as L.T. Taylor, who's been all over the place, just misses a free Christmas gift. 3rd down and long for the Highlanders. Remember in the second quarter they had a 3rd down and long in that one. He was able to pick it up.
Well, Taylor's going to be kicking himself after that one. That one was right in the breadbasket. Has to hold on to it after he just made an amazing play on offense. Unable to hang on.
Tired.
Fortunate.
I mean, you're
yeah,
playing both
absolutely.
sides of the ball. And how Macarthur runs their offense. Empty backfield. Going to throw. Hutchinson will go as the receiver slot on the near side. Fakes Gage Graham with a keeper. Quarterback keeper is only going to get fourth down and long right outside the 47-yard line of the Noble Bears.
This is only
a punting situation.
Sorry, this is only the second time tonight we've seen Braden Brown back to punt, which is good. That's what you want to see from an offense. Rather see field goals and touchdowns than punts.
Hopefully Brown will get all of this. Let's pin them back. Return man will stand back at his own 20. Gets this one away. Retreats, bounces. Gets a nice Macarthur roll down to about the 11-yard line.
I say, you better be careful. Harper's back there just waiting on the football. He could strike at any moment.
Well, you play keep away. Got about 13 minutes and 11 seconds left in this contest unless there was an overtime.
And that was a really good punt by Brown.
They were in a track meet here in District 1 between them and Ardmore.
Yeah, week 1 of the district.
Yep. So pinning them back deepest tonight. Fisher got a man in motion. Straight back to pass, looking downfield, wants to throw. This just gets sailed out of bounds. No connection. Trying to go to LT Taylor here on the near side. Stops the clock with $1:07 left to go in the third.
And that was what you want to see from the Macarthur defense. Knowing what they want to do. They want to go deep. Everybody staying on top of everybody else. They try and isolate Taylor over here on the right side. Able to stay on top of him.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper. And this going to get past the 25-yard line.
That'll be enough for a Noble Bear. First down.
So Fisher does it on his feet, gets a first down.
When nobody stays home on this other side, Braden Brown gets sucked into the action. Fisher just pulls it. Is off to the races.
Trips on the far side, empty backfield. Sits back, decides to come up and then throw on the run, and boy. So he gets Harper on the give and go up to about the 41-yard line.
Good enough for another Noble Bear.
That's what I'm saying. They're starting to get positive momentum. They're starting to catch on fire. You just got to get a stop, get the ball back, and really start to chew up some time.
Well, and that just shows you how good of an athlete Fisher is. He's on a full dead sprint and still able to complete the pass.
Handoff up the middle. Taylor gets up to about the 44-yard line. Short gain, maybe a second down and 7.
And the thing that's impressive with him is he's able to keep his eyes downfield. That's something you don't really see with an average quarterback. That means he's a next-level guy, keeping his eyes downfield to find his receivers, even when he's scrambling.
They don't have to hike it if they don't want. 16 seconds left to go on the clock. 22 on the play clock. Down to 10. They may snap it right here. They do. 6 seconds left to go. Flag in the play. Going to go on the far side of the field. Fisher looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. No, he said that's a catch. But we'll see what the play is. Down to about the 26-yard line.
There is a flag. Here it is on the replay, Eric.
Wow.
It looks like he did get his hands underneath the football, and that's going to be a catch.
Full start. Wow.
What an effort, though, by the receiver.
Yeah, and you get all that negated by a 5-yard penalty. All those big chunks of yards. Ardmore and Duncan all tied up at 21 apiece. Interesting with that layout. Thursday night football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Coweta 60 points. Areno finishes third in our district. Is this a timeout or what?
No, this is the end of the quarter, I believe.
Oh, okay, end of the quarter. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I don't know why it's one untimed down because it was a penalty on the offense. Usually that would be if it was on the defense. Well, nonetheless, dial this one up. One untimed down to end the third quarter. 45-27 Highlanders with the lead. Fisher with a hand clap. Straight back to pass. Got the arm, got the throw, and it's going to be overthrown, and no flag. Oh, there is a flag. No, you can't say it's the end of the third quarter. PA addressing this, saying it's the end of the third quarter, unless this penalty is on the defense, but they would have one untimed down. We'll go to the Whitecap. Personal foul, roughing the passer. That will be an untimed down. That'll be a first down. One more untimed down. So another shot at the end zone. This third quarter cannot end.
It doesn't want to.
Back-to-back untimed downs. Marching it off with a 15-yard penalty inside Highlander territory.
Well, and if you're Noble, do you just go for the end zone here? You might as well.
Yeah.
Or do you try and just
you got number
run
one.
what you got?
Well, I mean, you still have the ball with the first down, and you'll start with the fourth quarter. With a track meet here in Noble, 45-27. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Tries to get outside the corner and gets taken down. And now we finally end the third quarter, unless I see a flag. I don't think.
That's the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. We got the fourth and final period coming up right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Welcome back here to Noble. It's 45-27 after 3 quarters of play. Welcome into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Eastside Pharmacy at 3612 Southeast Lee Boulevard. Full-service independent pharmacy in Lawton, providing a wide variety of services, including conventional prescription filling, medication therapy, management, immunizations, and so much more with a convenient drive-through. 3612 Southeast Lee Boulevard, Eastside Pharmacy. Fourth period sponsored. Oh, it just wasn't looking. It was such a quick throw, and it was going to go to L.T. Taylor, but his back was turned the entire way, so he thought maybe he was going to have to go to a spot before being thrown to.
Well, and look here at the replay, Eric.
Brings third down.
We bracketed another one of their best athletes. You had one underneath, Bryce, and you had Xavier Booth over the top. Great defense.
Saw this formation earlier with quads on the far side of the field, empty backfield. Fisher in the shotgun formation. Straight back to pass. Comes up into the pocket. Looks to side to run. On the other side, there was a big hit there. Lets that one throw and sail, and that's going to be a catch down to the 30-yard line. Well, your quarterback making something happen with his feet and his arms to Bryson Carey, the sophomore. 1st and 10, move the chains. Here we go. We said we didn't want to get into a track meet with this team. A little stiffen up defense. Looking to throw in the corner of the end zone. Got him wide open. It is caught. That's a touchdown. So Brandon Harper on the score. We'll get to see that again on the instant replay.
Well,
just what you didn't want to see if you're the Highlanders in a track meet here in the second half. Make the adjustment.
Sorry, Eric. And Fisher rolling out to the right there. Get him. It gets him mobile. It gets him moving. He's better on the run. He's better on the throw. He's better as a mobile quarterback. And unfortunately, we just get beat deep. The safety isn't over far enough to help cover Harper there.
PAT coming up, ball up and through and good.
And we give up
45-34. 11:27 left to go here in the fourth. We got a weird finish to this one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Noble, site of this showdown. It's now 45-34. Look for the onside kick coming up. They tried it earlier, were unsuccessful. Your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In, a Lawton tradition since 1950. Number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cache Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. We got an all tied up ball game with Bethany and Newcastle. 17-17 was the last score I saw. Onside kick, and they are able to get this. So you think good hands. The momentum has completely shifted, and now we're in a dogfight. You've woken the sleeping bear, and the onside kick unsuccessful the first time around. Now a success. Noble has the ball back and in decent field position at midfield.
Well, and unfortunately, Tyree Caldwell thought the ball was going to get past him faster than it did. And he let the ball just by him, and he wasn't able to grab it. Went for the block.
Going to go quick, and the offense is ignited. The fans are getting excited. Down to about the 35-yard line, and man, we've seen this with a game in hand with El Reno. Another game with Elgin. And now 45-34, and a long way to go in this one before completion. Back to work, back to pass. Sits back in the pocket, heave-hos and throws. He's got his man, and then shielded in the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. And trying to go to Harper again. Why not? That combination to the corner of the end zone.
Well, let's watch this again, Eric. Wonderful defense. The safety, once again, isn't there as where you'd like him to be. But who is that over here? Collins. Correction, Collins is a safety. He was over there. He made an amazing play, put his hands up, didn't put any pressure on the receiver, batted the ball away.
Second down, Harper. Corral, they know where it's going to go, down to about the 31-yard line. Clock continues to roll, 10:55 left to go here in this fourth and final period. Winner advances to the playoffs next week to take on the Carl Albert Titans.
Eric, right now this defense is gassed. They've been on the field for quite a while, giving up a couple big plays, needed a rest, wasn't able to get the onside kick, and they're back there again.
Looking to throw. Pass complete. Got some defenders. Makes a man miss, and then almost a strip. They say the ball has come out. Highlanders say they have the ball. Let's see the call. There's a flag on the play.
They did say Macarthur picked up the fumble.
Okay, so we'll see as the ball comes out, unless this is against the defense. This could be Macarthur ball. Legal formation. On the offense, penalty decline. Result of the play, Highlanders with their second turnover tonight. Just what you needed. So you missed the onside kick, and now an opportunity.
And that's huge by the Macarthur defense. Like I just said, they were gassed, they were tired, didn't get the onside kick, were able to cause a fumble. I didn't get to see who caused the fumble there, but that's huge. A huge play by that defense. Able to get off the field, give the offense the football back, allow them to take time off the clock.
Now you want to be able to run some clock. Oh, and that's not going to work when you try to hit the edge and you don't get there. So now all of what was working well makes a 2-yard loss, brings up a second down and long at the 10-minute mark of this contest.
Number 2 back to pass.
Little throw over to Bo DeLong. Gets a short gain, but this is going to bring up a third down and long. Boy, you need to get a pickup here.
Yeah, look for your senior Gage Graham here to look for a receiver. Bo DeLong's been a target all night. Joshua Rushing on the other side.
Back to work, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Gage Graham. Oh, and that is a catch. And that's going to be a first down. Move the chains past the 33-yard line.
Pass complete.
Gage Graham scrambles, makes a man miss, makes some more plays, and able to get the ball downfield to the receiver, Joshua Rushing, who catches it for a first down and some more.
So the freshman showing the future for the Highlanders. Looks pretty good in some of the skill sets. Handoff up the middle. Makes a man miss. Off to the races. To the 40, to the 35. Looks for the strip down to about the 32-yard line. Hutchinson, and that's all Mr. Hutchinson.
First of all, look at the gap the offensive line creates. There's a huge hole. Roberts is there, makes 2 men miss, runs over another one, and carries the defender for an extra 6 yards. Hutchinson is a man out there.
Gets a little bit of a breather. Hutchinson will stay in at running back. But the best thing is they have the ball inside Noble territory, grinding the clock. Handoff goes back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of maybe 1, second down and 9.
And you go back to that third down play where Graham had to scramble. That's a senior keeping his eyes downfield, finding a receiver, and keeping the play alive, keeping the drive going.
Gage Graham, 8:31, and now a flag on the play. This will probably be false start.
Dead ball. False start. Lay off in. Just like it down.
And earlier I said Roberts was in on the block as a fullback. I believe that was Trey Kibble who made the play, made the block to allow Hutchinson to have that huge run. But another penalty backing the Highlanders up. This isn't what you want to see.
Harris, the ball carrier, gets down to about the 35-yard line. Gain a few of those 5 yards back. Brings up a third down and long. 8-12. Boy, you'd like another first down to try to get some more time off this clock. Gage Graham will get a new play call from the sideline. Down at the 8-minute mark.
Watch Roberts out the backfield here.
So 4 minutes off of the clock. Sits back to throw. A little pushing and shoving, and that's going to be incomplete. So a fourth down. Do you go for it here? Yeah, 4 down territory. Yeah, I think if you punt it, they may get the ball at the 20. You rely on your defense. If you can get a good play, it needs to be 11 yards worth, though. They're going to punt.
It looks like they are going to punt the football. That's a good decision. I would have gone for it as well.
Well, I wasn't really guessing my way. I just said, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But if Braden Brown can pin them back deep, that's the key. Gets this one away, high. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 10, so not too bad.
Punt results in a touchback.
Oh, they say a touchback? No. The PA, public address announcer, announced something that was incorrect. So it's going to be at the 10.
Well, and that's the best option you had there.
Yeah.
If you go for it and don't get any yards, they get the ball at the 35.
The punt went out at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
He punted the ball, didn't go all the way back in the end zone. Now they're at the 10, 90 yards to go, 7 minutes, 44 seconds left.
Yeah, but they can score so fast. So, you got trips here on the near side. And, Fisher he's a senior. This is his last game, playing on senior night, playing for pride, trying to make something happen, and this is whistle dead.
Well, Eric, every time I say they play fast, they score. So I was trying not to go
there.
Don't
say that. Well, we all know. Coach said that. So Macarthur calls their first time out of the half. They'll take one. We'll take one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Just bouncing around on the network on Facebook, we've got a wild one, too, with Bethany and Newcastle all tied up with 17 apiece with 2:12 left to go in that one. We've got one here. Don't go away from this one, 45-34 with 7:42 left to go. Fisher, back to work, back to pass. Wants to go deep, and it's caught. To the races, to the 40, 35-30, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Noble. They're right back in it. Foot race. You've got the arm, you've got the speed, way back at their 5-yard line. See that again from the throw and the catch, the delivery and the home.
A.J. Vaughn is there to make a play, and he does attempt to make one, but unfortunately, better pass, better catch by the offense. Those guys have been doing this for a long time.
Well, you thought you have a comfortable lead for the Macarthur Highlanders. It's down within 5. This one to make it 4 with 7:29 left to go in this contest. It's an eternity in high school football. So Brandon Harper, senior to senior, making it a senior night. Exploitation with their feet. Great athletes, great play, and we've got a 5-point contest.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Makes it a 1-possession ball game. Makes sense. Right decision. You're at home.
I'd say it.
On senior night, you
Touchdown,
got to.
they would have to worry about that. Going to line up for the 2-point conversion. Got a man in motion. Looking, throwing, corner, all wide open. And we got a flag on the play. So this is coming back probably. Legal formation. So you're going to replay the try. They had 5 men in the backfield. And that's why it was wide open. Newcastle trying to punch their way with a 1st and 10 with a $1:40 left to go. At home, on the network, on senior night.
And this is what you expect from a game like this, Eric.
Yeah.
It's both teams, if you lose, you go home. If you win, you're in the playoffs. You want to continue to play football. This is what you're going to get.
Design 2-point. Looks to go away, and that was batted down. So 5-point lead with 7:29. Now if you're the Highlanders, you say a 5-minute drive with a score and put this one away. We will be back with the final 7:29 left to go in this one right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey there, I'm Trent Logan. Just so happens, I like to sell houses the fancy way. Hello, here for paint night.
Sit down, Trent.
That ready? What's the deal? You guys didn't bring your own gear? I'm so dadgum fancy. When I do art and stuff, I don't even have time to take a break. Tender me, babe. You know, you can buy or sell your house with any realtor, but if you want to do it the fancy way, call me. Cheers.
Well, the nature of two halves, as they say, you throw it out of the book. Well, what happened in the first half, you make your adjustments, and that's all this has been is a second half comeback. This was a 31-13 contest at the half. Macarthur led. And now another onside kick opportunity, possibility coming here at the 40-yard line. Chip shot, bounced around. Dominic Collins, a host of others. And the Noble Bears get their second. Nope, they're going to say Macarthur had their. He dropped it.
Collins was able to snag it out the air.
Collins, wow. Let's see that in instant replay. Because there's a mad dash for it. Noble thought they had it. A nice bounce. Dominic Collins had it. There was a struggle for it, and then it came out.
Well, both the Noble player and Dominic Collins were able to grab the football. Collins just a little more physical, able to snag it away. Gives the Highlanders the football on about the 39-yard line. With 7.5 to go, Eric, you need a big, long drive here, methodical. Take control of the football. Make sure you keep gaining first downs. Hand the ball off to Hutchinson. He's been your guy all night long.
I think Newcastle is going to try to kick a field goal to win it right with 2 seconds left to go. Handoff right up the middle. Hutchinson keeps ball control, gets past the 45, 46-yard line. Clock will move with 7:22 left to go. 1 second timeout called by Newcastle, and they'll try to kick it to win it over Bethany on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Got a wild one here. 5-point game. Hutchinson again to the 50. Makes a man miss at the 45-40. Spin move, then down to about the 35-yard line. Say mark it at the 36. 1st and 10, move the chains.
He's down to the 36.
Well, just watch this effort. Hutchinson's been doing it all year long. Breaks 2 tackles, makes another man miss, makes another man miss.
Don't really into a hurry-up offense. You don't need to get too much in a hurry, but Hutchinson makes another man miss, pushes the pile down to about the 26-yard line. So the junior showing his strength and moxie. Trying to get it to less than a half of a quarter to work with. Gage Graham will look to go and get a new play call from the sideline. Hand off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson goes around the corner, around the edge. Cuts back down to about the 22-yard line.
And we've seen a bigger dose of him in this second half. He's been running the football a lot more. Now Marquise Harrison comes in, checks Hutchinson out. Gage Graham gets the offense ready to rock.
It's going to be a handoff.
Handoff number 21.
21 as Harris gets down to about the 19-yard line. Newcastle had their field goal blocked. With 1 second left to go on the clock, they are going into overtime. That's on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can catch that on Facebook Live. We've been kind of peeking in on some of those scores right up the middle.
21 up the middle.
And Harris again
Short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down.
brings up a 3rd down and about 4, maybe 3.5.
Harris and Hutchinson have very similar running styles, both a little bit more physical, can get out and run, but like to be inside the tackles.
4-down territory unless they decide to go for a field goal, but most importantly, get the 1st down. Gage Graham calls his own number. He gets the 1st down and then more. Tries to push the pile, gets down to about the 4-yard line. There'll be a 1st and goal. So that's what you see. Gage Graham puts it on his back, says, I'm going to do this, gets the 1st down.
And all it is right there, Eric, is just a read. Gage Graham has the option to pull it. If the guy crashes down the line of scrimmage, he did. Gage Graham pulled it, got a 1st down inside the 5-yard line. We've been consistent all night here. Can we continue? It's been a struggle the last couple weeks. Can we put the ball in the end zone to seal the game?
4:50 left to go remaining in the 4th quarter. Line up to go. Gage Graham. Hand off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson waits for a block. He'll cross. He'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur.
There it is. Give the ball to the guy who's been doing it all night long. Jeremy Hutchinson, once again, waits, hesitates, patience, stays on his feet, drives him into the end zone. Touchdown, Mac. It's what they've been doing all night long.
Quieted the Noble crowd down with another touchdown and the PAT coming up, but don't worry. Noble's got something to try to respond. PAT coming up. Motions, ball down, kick up, kick on this way, and this kick is good.
Extra point is good.
52-40. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
In this day and age, insurance companies are everywhere. Most online with nothing but an app to tell you what's going on. That's where we're different. I'm Scott Watson with Legacy Insurance Group. We are a local team with smiling faces and firm handshakes. We are independent, which helps ensure you are getting the best rate always. We're here in person with a phone in our hands, ready to help you anytime.
Scott Watson, Legacy Insurance Group. Click or call today.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, back here at Noble, we got a wild one here in this track meet. 52-40, a lot of points put up. We still have 4:39 left to go. A scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank. Boy, who hasn't scored for the Highlanders? Between Gage Graham connecting through the air, on the ground, a host of running backs. Your City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next Level Banking starts here. From understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions, they're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your Wayne's kickoff. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Before and after the game, number 7, Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cache Road.
And Eric Hutchinson's been impressive all night long.
Back to a 12-point lead, but, man, the clock is the factor now. It's going to bounce and just going to cover that up at the 28-yard line. So you got to play some pressure defense and don't let him sit back and just throw.
Yeah, and
I think maybe a safety or corner blitz. I mean, I think sometimes, you got to have just dial up something different.
I agree with that, but
something different you haven't seen.
At some point, you also got to give credit to the other guys on the on the offensive side of the football.
There's no doubt about that.
Fisher's been able to be just elite at this level for 3 years, and same with Harper. You can't contain those guys. You can only try to. And Mac's done a pretty solid job tonight.
Trips here on the near side, over the middle. Makes a man miss, but gets up to about the 36-yard line. They're going to quickly go to the line because time is a factor with them, and they have to make 2 scores. 4:25 left to go and counting. Winner will advance to the playoffs to take on Carl Albert next week at Carl Albert. Twins, top side, bottom side in the shotgun formation. Fisher loads and throws. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for L.T. Taylor.
And L.T. Taylor across the middle. He tried to look for a penalty.
Bodalong
no
in great
avail.
coverage.
4:07 remaining in this contest.
Right there on the back hip of Taylor. Didn't get the tackle on the first play, able to make up for it on the second. Brings up a 3rd and 1 for Noble. We'll see what they do here.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Skates through into the secondary. Looks for a cutback. Dominique Collins holding on for dear life at about the 36-yard line.
That's good enough for a Noble Bear. First down.
1st and 10 inside Highlander territory. We got a long way to go in this one with 3:57 left to go.
Noble almost doing something you wouldn't expect from them, lining it up, running it right down your throat. But it was 3rd and 1. There, you got to get a stop.
Looking for one. And this is popped. Remember, it popped up last time and we got the interception. 3:42, that stops the clock. So these seniors with a fresh new life in the second half have made this an interesting contest, 52-40 in this track meet of a game. Got in man in motion. That's Harper. Looks Harper's way. Then he's got a wide open receiver. It is caught, adjusted, touchdown, Noble Bears. Talked about the fight of your life right here on senior night. Put another 6 on the board to make it 46 in the PAT coming up with 3:35. Can you put a game away? Can you have a 3-minute drive and call it a night? You've got the lead. Let's see. You don't want the last 3 weeks creeping in your mind of fourth quarter failures. Not really failures. Their offense is just clicking.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there, I think. Seems like 2 guys went with the motion. Nobody got back and stayed deep.
Well, PAT is good. 52-47 onside kick coming up. 3:35 left to go in this one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Welcome back to a wild finish one here. 52-47. Macarthur leads with 3:35 left to go in this contest. And the onside kick coming up. It's your kickoff sponsor, brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In since 1950. A Lawton tradition. It's going to be onside kicked again. Whistle dead as Bo DeLong had his hands on it. Flag on the play. We'll check this one out from the Whitecap. It's probably they're marching backwards, so it's probably false start.
And Eric, you mentioned something earlier. It seems like we are. You don't want to think about the last several weeks, but this offense has come out on fire in the second half.
Yeah.
Noble, I mean.
Yeah.
And so I don't even know if it's necessarily
31-13 contest at the half. Everything Macarthur's way in the first half that you've done right. And it was like Noble was in a sleepwalk until the second half. And then when they started to lighten up on senior night, they've really made it a show in an all-aerial assault. 52-40, 3:35 left to go, and another onside kick opportunity coming up by the Noble Bears. And an artificial turf. That ball bounces everywhere. Chip shot bounce over, and Noble has recovered it at the 45-yard line. The second opportunity with an onside kick has got this crowd on their feet. And a score away to go ahead for the first time tonight. Your First Baptist East instant replay showed a disaster. You say, well, man, maybe you wouldn't have wanted that penalty. Back to work. Defense comes right back in the field trying for a stop. Ball. Trying to go on the far side of the field, and then there's a mad dash for it as it comes out. The Highlanders say they have the turnover. There is an excited bench on the other side. They have not made the call yet from the Whitecap at the 47-yard line, and Macarthur ball.
Watch this right here. MJ Mo with the play of the game. That's a sophomore making a big play, causing the turnover.
So now, just when you had back-to-back, you had a onside kick turnover good for the Noble Bears, and now the Highlanders get one right back with a great defensive stop, playing for their lives. Both teams have to win to try to advance in the playoffs. We're 3:27 left to go in this one.
Eric, that is just big from the defense, who's played solid all night long. Yes, the Noble offense has been clicking, but the defense has stepped up when they've needed to. Now can the offense do their job?
Opportunity at midfield. Handoff to Harris. Crosses midfield inside Noble territory, right outside the 46-yard line. Clock will stop. This clock will continue to roll at 3:15.
4 yards there, Eric. Just consistently getting 3 to 4 yards on the ground.
Well, Noble has all three of their timeouts, so you know that if you get another first down, they're going to start having to use those timeouts. Down to under 3 minutes to go. Highlanders need to play keep away with the ball and keep getting first downs. They won't need to score. They can just put it away. They can hold on to the ball. Hand off. Harris coming around the corner. Mad dash for it, and he gets right down to about the 41-yard line, about a yard shy of a first down. Harris with a great run.
Yeah, and that's a big play from a freshman. Looks like he's going to get stopped in the backfield here, but bounces it out, stays patient, holds on to the football. That's the biggest thing when you talk about freshmen, holding on to the football.
Noble called their first time out. They'll take it. We'll take it. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
All right, back here at Noble, set the scene for you. 52-47, Macarthur leads with 2:37 left to go. They're going into second overtime with Newcastle and Bethany. Another great finish on the Oklahoma Sports Network in Week 10. Gage Graham with a quarterback keeper. And this time he says, I am going to get the 1st and 10, move the chains. Last week he came up 2 yards shy against Elgin. This time not to be denied. Gage Graham with a 1st and 10, move the chains. They'll stop the clock until they move the chains. Now the clock starts, 2:25 and counting.
And that's your senior quarterback, 3-year starter, making a huge play for his team, wanting to take it into his own hands. And it's smart. You get an extra blocker so the quarterback can get one more guy in front of him, make a huge play, gain 5 yards on the third.
They're trying to force Noble to use all their timeouts. They still have 2 left, but now we're down to 2:04 left to go. Hutchinson,
number 11, up
the middle. Pushes a dash, gets past the defenders. He's off to the races, the 20, to the 15, to the 10, down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Macarthur Highlanders. What a run by Hutchinson, who just earned the rights for player of the game.
Absolutely, Eric. He stays patient, stays on his feet. You think he's going to go down? No, he breaks 3 tackles, breaks a 4th.
Almost scores.
2 men to beat. Can't do it, but man, what a heck of a play by Jeremy Hutchinson, and I think you're right. He did just earn himself player of the game.
Highlanders trying to punch their ticket to the playoffs next week against the Carl Albert Titans. 1st and goal. Lineup for the Highlanders. Handoff up the middle, spin move. Harris to the goal line, crosses, scores. Touchdown, Macarthur. Put up 58. Another 6 on the board on this track meet.
We're going to watch this again, Eric. Another freshman coming in, just waiting. Patience. Bounces it out just a little bit, makes the defense completely shift, turns it back in, spins, falls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT coming up, and you thought that the Highlanders were just going to try to milk the clock away, and then Hutchinson had another idea. When you get that close, you got to punch it in. PAT coming up, ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. Put it up to 59-47 with a $1.23 left to go in this one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Waugh, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
Wow, the scoring recaps and the kickoff sponsors, unbelievable. We've been going all night long. Scoring recap, City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts here. From understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions, they're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Before and after the game, steak fingers, sissy cheeseburgers, sweet tea. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line, a $1.23, 59-47.
Don't forget about those mozzarella sticks.
Full order coming your way with a smile. Looks left, looks right. Deep side kick is going to actually be sputtered and hit at the 32-yard line. Trying to hit the corner and then gets upended at the 40-yard line with a great defensive stop.
Number 81, Marquise Phillip, 2 huge plays on special teams, getting down the field, making plays, making sure his teammates have a chance to go win the football game.
Eastside Pharmacy fourth quarter has been a doozy. Go back and watch this game on demand about an hour after this is complete. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. Thank you for watching on all those platforms. You can like us, share, follow on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All these great games on YouTube and Facebook. Back to throw. Going to try to thread the needle. Throws into coverage. Incomplete. Stops the clock at a $1.12.
And Eric, we'll watch this play again. This defensive line, the last couple series, has played really well, allowing not allowing Colin Fisher to, number one, get outside the pocket. They're keeping him contained, but also keeping solid pressure to make him rush the throws and rush the football out of his hand, not be able to allow his playmakers downfield.
Oh, and then he just threw that, and it's incomplete. That stops the clock. Brings up third down with $1:08 left to go in this senior night on the road at Noble. Winner advances to the playoffs to take on the Carl Albert Titans in week 1 of the playoffs. Will you be one of the 16 teams remaining in Class 5A? They take the top 4 in each one of the 4 districts across the state of Oklahoma. Man in motion coming to the near side of the field. Fisher back to pass, back to throw, in congestion, and then it's taken down close to midfield. Wow. Taylor catches at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 with $1:03 left to go here in this contest.
I mean, what a catch. The hit by Bo DeLong. Taylor still able to hang on to the football. What a catch.
Under 55 seconds to go, and this is whistled dead before this one got started. Dead ball. Offsides on the defense. Two overtimes right now in Newcastle, 31-24. Bethany with the ball, trying to tie that one up. What a great game that's been. We'll try to get you a final in that one. So we're trying to get a final in this one. Trying to stay on his feet. Oh, I thought he was going to be off to the races if he got backs in the secondary. Another 30 seconds. Clock will stop until they set the change down to 42 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Down to 40 seconds. Fisher, back to work, back to pass. Sits in the pocket. Heave-hos in the end zone, and that is going to be batted down incomplete. That was a close call in the back of the end zone. But you know where they were going with that. 31 seconds remain.
And that's Xavier Booth over here on their best receiver. I believe that's Brandon Harper on this side. Yes, it is. Brandon Harper, Xavier Booth, been going at it all night long. Harper's won the battle a couple times, but last few times that he's gone that way.
So timeout is called. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
What a wild finish in Week 10 across the Oklahoma Sports Network. Second overtime. Newcastle with the lead, only one play to go in that one as Bethany has to score to try to make it a third overtime. Back to work here with 30 seconds left to go. Fisher on the run, going to throw for the end zone. He's got a man wide open. It's caught. The score is up and good. Luckily, that was not the batch. If we didn't score that last touchdown, that would have been the go-ahead. 59-53, 25 seconds left to go. They were in this kind of a match with the Ardmore Tigers in week 1 of the district play. So it's week 4 of the season, and Noble came away with that one. Noble actually only lost on the Elgin Owls calendar as well. PAT coming up to make it 54. 25 seconds, and you know the onside kick's coming. So this one's not over. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. 59-54, 25 seconds remain. Onside kick coming up. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law. District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
All right, back here in Noble. We got a wild finish to this one. Never say die, Noble Bears found their way in the end zone again. And luckily you got that last score, Graydon, because if they wouldn't have had that one, Macarthur would be down trying to make a last-minute comeback like they had to do last week against Elgin with just about the same amount of time on the clock.
Yeah, and Eric, it again, yes, it looks like we got beat there, but those two have been playing football for 3 years together. Those two have a connection like nobody else. Those guys understand each other, and when you need a play, you're going to look to the guy who's going to get you that. And for Noble, it's Fisher and Harper.
The important onside kick. They've gotten 2 tonight. Last time they kicked it, there was an offsides. They had to kick it again. That's when they got it. So the onside kick going to be lined up at the 40-yard line in the far hash. Here is the ball game. Kicked, sputtered, down, and that's going to be covered up at the 50-yard line. And this time they didn't get the bounce. The Highlanders will just take a knee unless they just want to call timeouts.
And Jeremy Hutchison, we've already said it, he's going to be our player of the game. Makes another huge play, seals it for the Highlanders, doesn't even hesitate, falls on the football. And that's a junior who's played a lot of minutes for this Highlander football team this year, making a big play.
59-54 with 25 seconds left to go in this season. One team will advance. Looking to play for the best play in football, taking a knee. And I don't think Noble will. Oh, Noble's going to call timeout. Might as well. Can't everything else. 20 seconds remain. So they call timeout. We'll keep it here.
You called it, Eric. They're just going to take a knee. Gage Graham's going to sit down.
Well, there's really nothing. I mean, unless there's a bad exchange, I mean, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, but, you know, as your coach, you got to show your team, I'm not going to have any timeouts remaining. I'm going to try to do everything I can to try to get this. But the Highlanders look like they will survive a wild one here in Noble on a Thursday night. Taking a knee right there. And he'll call his last timeout with 16 seconds, and that will be third down.
Third and final timeout.
So they're out of timeouts.
Third down.
Brings up third down in 16 seconds, and that should be it if you get a good snap. We're into the third overtime with Newcastle and Bethany. Bethany just scored. No, they went for 2-point conversion and got it. So in second overtime, Bethany went for the 2. We've seen that with the Dell City game. Went for 2 and beat Newcastle at Newcastle. You can watch that game, and that was taking the knee. That is it here. It's a final in this one. 59-54 in a wild finish. The Highlanders will see another week. They will be playing the Carl Albert Titans next week for the first round of the playoffs. We'll come back, give your player the game, wrap things up here in Noble. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about. We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others. And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
All right, welcome back to Noble. It is a final here in this one. Boy, we've had some great games on the network. A double overtime win, going for 2 on the road. Bethany takes it to Newcastle and wins by 1, 32-31. Here, it is a final 59-54. Macarthur with a season that gets extended in week 1 of the playoffs next week at Carl Albert. Let's give you your player of the game, brought to you by First National Bank, with 10 locations providing the best banking services to our customers. From mortgages to agricultural lending, they're here to grow with you and be your bank for life. 702 Northwest Sheridan Road, 3 to 4 touchdowns tonight, and the game clincher when you need it the most. Jeremy Hutchison is your player of the game.
Absolutely, Eric. He was consistent all night long running the football. He was their biggest contributor when running the football, making plays that we hadn't seen all year from this team. And Hutchinson was able to finish the game off, score to get him 59 points, and then at the very end, sure hands, sure player, catches the onside kick with zero problems, falls on it, gives Mac the football. We take 3 knees. We win the ball game.
Well, you know, it feels good to get a win after 3 losses in a row. You didn't know what this team was going to do. Were they just going to hang their heads up and say that was it? Were they going to go into defeat? Noble didn't go down either. They went down with a fight, and it was a clash to the end. It was a great one. You can go back and watch and relive again throughout the network. We've got a big one tomorrow, Midwest City and Elgin in Elgin for the district championship. Highlanders are in 4th. They will take on Carl Albert. We know 1st and 2nd will be decided tomorrow, but we know that El Reno is 3rd, and they will take on Bishop McGuinness as the 2nd in that district over on that side. So those things have been decided. Now it's trying to play this one out as we finish it out. So what a great ending.
Absolutely, Eric. This was a fun one. This might have been one of the better games we've seen Macarthur play all year long since week 0 against John Marshall. The team looked off. The team looked like they weren't here. Tonight, they proved everybody wrong. They showed us they were here. They showed us they wanted to play next week. Big plays from freshmen, big plays all the way up to seniors. Gage Graham led this team. The defense, Alex Bryce, led this defense. It was a great ball game for Macarthur tonight.
Noble falls to 5-5 in the season, and they do not extend their season into the playoffs. The Highlanders go to 6-4 after losing 3 straight. Boy, they kind of corrected. It's how you finish, not how you kind of go in the mid-stretch. So that's your final 59-53, 59-54. Macarthur over the Noble Bears. For Caleb Sherem, for Graydon Bulig, this is Eric Sherem bidding you a pleasant good evening. Have a great weekend. Starts tomorrow with Friday, but it's a great one here in Noble. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Boomer.
Sooner.